vote early on, then other people might see an opening and jump in. My expectation is, based upon the endorsements coming together for her and the coalition of support coming together for her, that she's on her way to the nomination. And there'll be drama about who the vice presidential pick will be as well. But she's going to be out there earning that nomination because she's got to reach delegates, talk to party leaders, and really demonstrate her vision for the future. And I think she's got a great one, which is why I'm supporting her.
For those of us who don't know a lot about what goes on behind the scenes in politics, is that the next step? Does Vice President Harris and anyone else who might be interested in the nomination, do they reach out to delegates at this point to make their own case?
Well, they're going to have to. I mean, Vice President Harris first has to declare her candidacy, which I'm expecting she will. And then there's the process of reaching out to delegates, reaching out to members of Congress, reaching out to party officials. She's not one to take anything for granted. That's not who she is. You look at her history of success, from a district attorney to California State Attorney General to U.S. Senator to Vice President. She knows it takes hard work, and she knows that you have to be on the ground, and she's a very effective messenger in that regard. So she'll be out there. There'll be delegate caucuses. There'll be delegate meetings. I have no doubt about it. And then as she approaches the convention, I think she'll be in a strong position. We also have one quirk in our proceedings that you should be aware of. Because of the laws of Ohio, Democrats will have to be voting online before the actual convention commences. Now, the legal team of the party is looking at ways to address this, but there may be, very frankly, online voting to choose the nominee, because if we don't, we may not have a nominee on the ballot in Ohio. So that's something keep an eye on that one. I'm sure I'll be visiting that with you folks in the future, but that's going to be, we may have virtual voting by the end of July, beginning of August.
All right, you're thinking ahead of a lot of us there. That is something to certainly consider. I have about 60 seconds before we have to wrap this up, but let me ask you quickly, if Vice President Harris is the nominee, who would be some people you would predict would make a good running mate for her?
Well, certainly you're going to have a few New Yorkers' names mentioned so they can get airtime on WINS radio. But I think she's going to look for different regions of the country for people with messages that can complement hers. The names you're going to hear about are Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona. You'll hear Governor Andrew Beshear from Kentucky. You'll hear certainly Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina, Governor Josh Shapiro of Pennsylvania, maybe Senator Casey from Pennsylvania as well. But you're looking at battleground states. You're looking for candidates with a mainstream, common sense message that will complement Vice President Harris's message. And so those are the kinds of names I think you'll be hearing from. And it will be but the most critical issue for us, and I think this is coming through, and I think we're seeing this play out now, the urgency for unity.
Let me get some electrolytes going on.
We know what's at stake in this election. We know what Donald Trump represents, because he made it very clear in his first term, and he's doubling down now, even being more extreme. So there's an issue here about keeping united, and that's going to be our focus of our party. So I think we're going to have an exciting convention. There'll be some drama for sure, but we're going to walk out of there unified. Because
all right. Yeah. She's not going to win. Don't worry about it. Kamala fanboy already. Oh, she's going to be a formidable opponent. Give me a break, man. Give me a break. Give me a break, folks. Oh, yeah, somebody asked me the other day, my pillow. There's a Hulk pillow. See the Hulk? Of course, it's broken right here a little bit. But it's a Hulk pillow. My brother bought this years ago, so he gave it to me. So it was one of the 2 Hulk pillows. My brother collects a lot of Hulk stuff. He's a big fan of the Hulk. I was kind of a fan of the Hulk, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of comics. Definitely not movies anymore. Too much. I think CG kind of ruined a lot of the movies now. Power 8. I need some electrolytes. I've been feeling sluggish the last day or so. And hello, Tasso. And yeah, thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Kind of missed my home. It was nice. It was nice going away for a couple of days. A few days. It was about 4 days. I got here last night because then from there we went to yeah, no place like home exactly. And then from there we went straight to all the way up to Brewster, New York for my sister-in-law's. It was actually my sister-in-law's son birthday, so I was up there for a few hours. So we got here late last night. Yeah, so I got some sleep. So finally, yeah, I'm posting a whole bunch of them. I got a whole bunch of them. I got more to come. There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, did I even shake this? Yeah, so that one I got it from those. That was the first the first rest stop that we stopped. It was around the Delaware Memorial Bridge. When you go into New Jersey into Delaware. So that was the not New Jersey, excuse me. It kind of goes, yeah, it kind of goes to New Jersey, a little bit of Pennsylvania. I forgot. I forgot. I have to look at the map again. Anyway, Delaware Memorial Bridge. Yeah. So what happens is when you go down I-95, when you get right before Camden, New Jersey, there's a bridge you cross over. It's called the Delaware Memorial Bridge, and it kind of crosses into Pennsylvania. And then for a sliver of a few miles, you're in Pennsylvania, but then you cross into Delaware. It's very, very. And then once you're in Delaware, Delaware is a very small state. In Delaware, you can drive through the state like in an hour, literally. And then you're in Maryland. You're in Maryland right there, Delaware, Maryland, and then D.C., Virginia. That order. That's how it goes. Yeah, yeah. So from there, I was picking up the DC stations already. But not too many. A few Pennsylvania stations I picked up. A couple of New Jersey stations, but that one was a lot of DC stations I picked up. Yeah, it's an area where you can pick up a lot. I picked up, I even picked up a West Virginia station, but I didn't record it. I don't know why I didn't record it. It was just no, actually that one I picked it up at the hotel room when I was in Virginia. I picked up a West Virginia station on FM. It was really hot too. So the problem is that when I was at the rest stop, I had to get away from the car because my wife was sleeping in the car. My son, they were taking a nap. So I went all the way to the area where they had a picnic table. But there was so many freaking ants all over the place and bugs and all. Look, I got bitten up pretty good. I got really bitten up. I did that for you guys, man. Plus the heat and humidity. Oh my God. The hotel room on AM wasn't that well. Locally, I can only pick up locally. But I did an AM band scan outside. So that one I'm going to upload next couple of days. So I did a medium wave band scan. I did an FM band scan from the hotel room. I did a medium wave band scan from the hotel room. That's coming up probably tomorrow. It should be up in a couple of days. Because I got more videos. These were the first ones from the first rest stop. So I got a medium wave band scan. I got a few medium wave stations that I caught too. A couple of medium wave stations. I didn't do too many because again it was the heat, even at night. So the noise wasn't that bad at the hotel room. It was better than the last hotel I was in. Tassel. It was better. Even though this one had an indoor pool, this time I was on the second floor. The pool is on the first floor. This time my room was on the second floor. So maybe that had something to do with it, that the noise wasn't that bad. Although last time, even though I went outside the hotel room, it was really noisy still. But this time, it was much better. outside the hotel room, about about 100 yards away. There's a little. This one I like. About 100 yards away, there's a little. There's like a. It looks like a lake. It's not that big. It's a small pond. It's a nice little park that they made there. And in there, I was able to sit down and I was listening to AM stations. I did an AM band scan. I did a couple of I did an FM band scan there, which I'm gonna upload soon. Um, Plus, I was near the airport, so there was plane noise. Every so often, you would hear plane landing because that hotel's right near Dulles Airport in Virginia. It's right near. It's like a few miles away the airport, so you can hear the plane. Well, every once in a while, you hear planes go by, and you can see them very close. So I filmed a couple of planes flying, and it was pretty cool. And good afternoon, good evening, Mario DX. I got my endorsement. I'll show you right here. Let me show you. For continents of the world. I got it right there. For that Australian contact. It took a couple of days. But that was for the Australian contact and the the Australian one. The Australian one got me the Continents of the World endorsement. The award. So now I got all continents. Just for that DMR Australian contact. I got it this morning. I logged in and I checked my logbook and it says you have an award waiting or something like that. And then you click on it and say, oh, so they did. So they do count them. So they do count them. I thought they didn't count them, but I do count them. It just takes a couple of days. So you should get one soon then. Yeah. So go into your logbook. You might have yours waiting already, working all continents. You probably have it waiting already. You have to go into your logbook and go to I believe awards, and you'll see it right there. I was like, oh my God, I got an award. So yeah, yeah. To work all continents. Because I went to your page, you don't have it posted yet. I know you got all of Europe. I know you got Master of Europe. But because I needed that one for the continents. Yeah, go check it out. Thank you, Tasso. Because it takes a couple of days after I made the contact, because I confirmed it. You gotta have a confirmed contact though. Because the Australian guy confirmed me. Yeah, but they have one for mix. No, they have one for mix. Oh, no. I know what it is. I think the continents one is mix. Let me see. I have to check. Hold on. I think the other ones, they might not, let me see. I have to check. I know the continent one counts the 70 centimeter, because that was my contact, 70 centimeter. And it did. Okay, what's going on with my... Okay, this tissue thing is in the way. Hold up, I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn on my screen here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I know, Master. I know you had it because of FTA, but I'm gonna open it over here. Let me drag this window over here so I can look. I need to make this small. Okay, I need to make this window smaller. Okay, I'm gonna go like that. Okay, now I have it open. So let me see. I go to logbook. No, not my log, not the tab. You have to go into your original the logbook. Thank you, Glenn Dance. I hope you're doing well and welcome to the live stream and good to see you. You have to go to Mary, you have to go to my logbook, not the logbook tab, my logbook. So you go in there, right? And then you go to awards. I'll show you right here. I'll show you mine. I'm gonna put that right there. Hopefully I don't knock anything over here. Oh my God, this thing's about to knock it over. So you see, the last contact was you. I haven't done any contact since you was my last contact. So when you go to awards, so you have to go into my logbook, right? This is the logbook. This is where you can edit the logbook and all that stuff. And you go to awards, and then you have to scroll down each one. So when I went here, I went to where was that? Right here, World Continents. You see, it was 6 out of 6. And then, so see, Africa, I had 2 confirmed. They have to be confirmed though. It has to be confirmed. And then that's the only one I had. Oceania. No, it's instant. It's instant. If you refresh it, you'll see it. So right here, see? That Australian guy confirmed me. And bam, that earned my Oceania. That's the only one I needed. I only needed anybody from Oceania. And I got the award. I got the award. So if I go to your page now, you should have it now. So let me go to my page. I'm gonna go logbook. You're my last contact here. So if I go here, there you go. You have it. Congratulations, my Ritter DXer. There you go. Yeah. So they count them. Even if, but it takes a couple of days, I guess. So don't, because he confirmed me right away. The Australian guy confirmed me because he told me, so I'm gonna go on your QRZ. I'm gonna confirm you. He said, yeah, I'm gonna confirm you also. I said, cool, and then that's it. But it took a couple of days. I didn't really check, but they do count them. They do count them. So all right, so you got it, bro. You got it. So Mario, yes, sir, congratulations. Yeah. No, once you get the award, you refresh it. That's it. Is there? Because I know you have a whole bunch of contacts from Asia. I saw your. Because I know you have. I mean, from not Asia, Indonesia. I mean, Oceania. Because you got Indonesia too. I don't have Indonesia yet. Yeah. Yeah. So Tasso, this is what you can do with a technician license. You don't need a general license to get all these awards. So now I have work all continents. The rest of them were FTA on 10 meters, and now I got Australia on 70 centimeters. So now I'm going to try to get the 50 states. And also, I'm really trying to get the 50 states. I got 31 so far. I got 31. I have 19 to go. And also, Master the Americas. Or whatever. What is it called? Master the Americas. Let me see. Which is the one? I think I'm closer to the Europe one than the Americas. Let me see. Let me check which one I'm closer to. Let me go back. I'll show you. I'll start reading the comments. I know I'm falling behind on the comment already. So, okay, this thing is really wow. Okay. So if I go to awards, oh my, sorry, awards. Let me go down to so Europe. Let me see. So I got 22 out of 66, right? Europe. This is probably going to be easier than the Americas one. For some reason, a lot of European more. I got a better chance of getting this one first before this one. The which one? The North America one. Oh, it's 49. Okay, see, I only got 9 because the Americas one. A lot of these countries. You see how hard the Americas one is? The Americas one looks very hard because a lot you got these little islands. These are all islands. You know. I think I have a better chance of getting the Europe one than the even Asia. I got a better chance at Asia than but definitely the I think the Europe one. I could get the Europe one because I now DMR. I seen so many. I seen you know. See, I seen Belgium unconfirmed, but I this is FTA. But I seen Belgium. I seen the Netherlands. I seen a lot of countries are on DMR. European countries. I got confirmed for Estonia the other day. Finally, I got Estonia. Malta. I know you made a contact with a Maltese. I know Malta. There's a guy. I see him there in DMR. I'm gonna see now. I'm gonna get on DMR online and try to get all these because I was waiting to get confirmed, but I was like, okay, now that I know you can get the award, now I'm definitely gonna go for these. It's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I know you got. I know you got one from Malta. Yeah. So let me read some comments and then I'll get to your comment in a minute. Okay, let me just go down quick here. Tasso. So noise in the hotel AM noise. It was okay. It was tolerable. Except if it's a weak station, then only the strong signal in the hotel room itself. In the hotel room itself, Tasso. The strong signals came in fine. But if it was a weak signal, plus like toward the lower part of the dial, it was a little more, especially around, I'm gonna say from 800 kilohertz down to the bottom of the AM band, medium wave band. It was noisy, but it was tolerable. Like if it was a there, yeah, it was kind of noisy to be honest. But it wasn't as bad as last year when I went to Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. It wasn't nowhere near. It was much. Yeah. Um, it may have been power lines outside. It could have been a lot of things. When you're in a hotel room, a lot of things. This one had a pool. It had a swimming pool. So anytime you have a swimming pool, we're talking about electric motors going on, the pool pump, a lot of things. Could have been the elevator. This one had an elevator too. Of course, a lot of hotels have elevators anyway. Could have been a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, who knows? So many corporates switch mode power supplies. Yeah, but it was much better. Yeah. So thank you, my Ready DX, for the congrats. So now you have it. So now we know. Now we know it counts, right? It counts. And if I go to for example, even the single ones, like for example, let me go back here for a minute. For example, you see master radio communication in Europe. So you see 70 centimeters does count. They do count them. That's Maverick said they do count them. Okay. So you see, I got AC England. That's you. The one confirmed. That's you. Okay. So they do count them. So they count those too. I thought they didn't count them, but they do count them. It just takes a couple of days for you to see it. So they do count 70 centimeter. I guess they don't add the column. I think what happened was we never did a 70 centimeter contact. They didn't add they until it's confirmed. I think it takes a few days for them to add the column because that column wasn't there last time. So now they added now that we confirmed contacts, they add the column. So now now we're gonna get a bunch of them. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of them. I want to get the DX100. That's the next one. This one, DX World, right? So you should, Mario the DX, you should try this one. You might have this one already too, the DX100, because I know you got a lot more contacts. Yeah, you might try this one because I know you have a bunch of contacts. You have a lot more than me. I would look for the DX100. You might already have an award for that one. Mario DX. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go nuts too. Oh, you got 62. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you get in there. You get in there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I want that. I want the DX100. So you got 62. Okay, so you're 38 away. Because now you know, because I thought they didn't count, but now that we know they count them. So now, yeah, you better believe I'm gonna start. Because FTA for me right now is dead right now, and this is so much. What I need to do now is I need to add more talk groups, so I can cycle through my talk groups. Because sometimes talk group 91 gets a little crowded. So I need to add more. When I have to update my content. What the hell? I got a little thing going. So I need to add. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You don't want it right. Yeah. Right. Kamal Zoro. Hi Danny. Hi everyone. I have a question about the internal Ferrari research of the Qdosin DX286 compared to other radios like the R10. It's not even close. It's pretty good. And where's my DX286? Where did I put it at? I believe it's in the other room. Let me go get it. Yeah, I know he posted that. I know he posted a comment the other day. All right. So Kamal. Oh, yeah, Kamal. One thing about this radio is the card chip. The reason why this radio is more sensitive on medium wave and FM is the card chip, the TF6686 chip, the chip. So based on this one, and I have the other two. I have the D808 and I have the other two. They're all close. Actually, not even the R108. R108 is okay. It's good. It's good. It's good on medium wave. But I do notice that this one is very sensitive on medium wave. It's pretty good. What this one, what this one really is good at is FM, but it's pretty good on AM. So it's not. It's really the ferrite is good. It's probably like any other ferrite, but the card chip is what makes this radio good. Is the card chip, the chip on this radio. Because like for example, 1040 WHO, this seems to what they call that selectivity, where the adjacent frequency like 1050 doesn't bleed over as much. And this does a good job of that by itself. Even if I don't put the, well, I have to put it down to 3 kilohertz anyway. But even if I had it at 4 kilohertz, or it would still do a good job of blocking the adjacent signal. So I'm gonna say that this is better than the D108. I mean, than the D808 in terms of that, the selectivity. But remember the D808, I think you can go down to 1. If I remember, 1 kilohertz. But I think the combination of like I said, I think the card chip is what makes this radio. Obviously, it's the card chip is what makes this radio stand out. So the D808 right now, yeah, okay. So 1 kilohertz, okay. Thank you, my radio DX. So I'm gonna say that this radio is, I don't want to say better, but it's pretty good. I mean, it's because I haven't been using the D808, but I know if I would have took the D808 that night out there, I would have got 1048 WHO, the same thing, maybe the same, or I would have had to go down to 1 kilohertz, whatever. But it's pretty good. Now, when you want to compare prices, the D808, well, the D808 has more. It has the single sideband. It also goes up to 30 kilohertz. This one does not go up to 30 kilohertz. It goes up to 27 megahertz. Excuse me, 30 megahertz. This one goes up to 27 megahertz. But this one is $79.99. The D808, you can get it for less than $79. The D808, but normally it's close to $100. So I like that. I still like the D808 because it does single sideband and all that. So it's going to depend on what you want out of the radio. If you want a very good FM radio, then this one is pretty good too. Medium wave, this one is pretty good. It's pretty good on medium wave. It just doesn't do single sideband. Okay, for short, and also shortwave. The 808, shortwave is good. It's a good radio, shortwave. But it has single sideband. This one does not have single sideband. So, and I don't like to make comparisons where you just put the two. I think that's unfair. I think each radio has their own application use. Like, for example, right now, since I got the where is my radio at? The other one, the silver one. Where did I put that? Right here. Now, since I got this one, FM on this one is good. It's pretty good. I like the display in it. But now I love this one. Now I love this one for FM. So Marriott Jackson made a video on that, by the way. He made a video on that. He had a few radios. So this is, to me, I agree. Like my radio Jackson said, FM for me, this is the best radio. Right? FM. Shortwave, the D808. So if you want, if you're looking for a good shortwave radio, I would still go with the D808 because it has single sideband and it goes all the way to 30 megahertz. That, to me, that's my top shortwave portable, the D808. And then this is for FM. Now for medium wave, my radio, yes, I don't know which one. I forgot which one you picked. I forgot which one you picked for medium wave. Because I know you don't have this one. Which one you picked for medium wave? I think for medium wave, you also picked the D808. I think you did pick the D808. Yeah, okay, so you picked the D808. So the D808 is still pretty good. So if you get the D808, you're not going to go, you still, you're going to, of course, this one I got later on because of FM. I wanted to try the FM. And then, of course, this one led me to finally buying this one. you know. But if you get the D808, you're good. D808 is very good, you know. If you don't care about FM, if you don't really care about FM at all, then the D808. D808, because you can get that one, because that one's going to get you, you're going to get very good performance on shortwave. Medium wave is good. It's very good on medium wave. And you can get it cheaper than this radio. You can get them. You can get the D808 for about $60 if you look around, especially when they have those deals. Because this is $79.99. But I will still get the D808. If you don't care about FM, if you don't care about FM at all, then I will get the D808. I will get the D808 because to me the performance, medium wave DXC, and I think they're on par. They're on par. But the D808 you're gonna get more because you're gonna get, like you said, you're gonna go down to 1 kilohertz, single sideband, or shortwave, all the shortwave band. This one only goes up to 27 megahertz. No single sideband on this one. So I will go with the D808. All right. I hope I answered your question on that. If you do not care about FM at all, then I will get a D808. Now, if you want a good all around and you want a good FM, then I will get something like this, or even this one. Even this one. The only thing about this one does not have a ferrite. There is no ferrite in here. This one, for medium wave, you will have to put an external antenna. It does work okay on the whip, the medium wave. It does work okay on the medium wave. I did pick up. You can pick up a few long distance stations with the whip, but it's better with something like this. I didn't bring the adapter like a dummy. I forgot. I left it. But you could use it. I didn't bring the adapter that would have connected to. But for medium wave, you're gonna need this, something like this, or a Turk loop, the Turk loop, or the Texan AN200 loop, something like that. So, but this one, I got this one because of FM. This is FM King. So I got a cuticle right there, and it's annoying the hell out of me. Right there. This is King on FM. This is FM King. That's why I got this one. And the display. This one has a beautiful display on there. More information on the right there on the RDS. With my mouse right here. All right. So I hope I answered your question, and thank you, RDX, for pointing that out. I should answer. Yeah. Because he did post a comment a few days ago. I noticed. And I was going to get back to it. But I'm glad that you're on the chat. It's actually better that you come on the chat because I can actually answer the question better. So I will go with the D808. If you don't care about FM, then the D808, man, I think my radio DX would agree with me, the D808. Now, if you care about FM, if you want good FM reception and you want the RDS, then the Kidosin. Or even the all right. So let me go back up here. So my radio decks, I got the work all continents now. Congratulations. And thank you, Tasso, for congratulating me. Glenn Dansler, thank you. And the Master Europe. Yeah, I know you got that one right away because you did all FTA, especially when I believe you got the power when you could increase power. I know you got more. And okay, so so DMR seems to be the DMR seems to be popular in the Austria, Asia, South. Yeah, I noticed that too. That DMR is very popular in that area because I've seen Malaysia, Indonesia, India, a lot of Asian countries too. So it might be a chance where you might you might have you could eventually get the Asian award. maybe and get someone from Vietnam. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set up my I'm gonna well I wanted to set up the other one too, and I'm gonna add more talk groups and then more more contact talk, so I can switch between one of the I can switch both I can switch between both of the receivers, and also you know yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm not gonna go like the USA one. I may do that one later on if I want to get a state. I need a state that I haven't received recently. I mean that I don't have. But I'm definitely gonna add different talk groups from different because talk group 91 does have a reputation for being. I know somebody posted that. It was an Australian guy. If you go to QRZ, he does mention that. Uh, talk group 91 is very popular. It's the most popular one out of all of them on the Brandmeister network, and it tends to say that it's kind of turning into CB, like a kind of a CB channel thing. So I'm gonna try to get more targeted ones, and I want to start racking up some countries. Cause yeah, it seems to be very popular. Yeah. Oh, cool. You got it. Okay. Yes, Tassel. So yeah, so Marriott the Extra, yeah, you got. I know you saw that you got the contact from Malta, which is pretty cool. Well, Marriott the Extra. By the way, Danny, the MMDVM hotspot came yesterday, and I was using it today. I was told by other DMO operators that it sounded good, so it seems to be working well. Yeah, it works well. It works well. Easy to set up, right? Very easy to set up. I set it up in a few minutes. I was up and running. Beautiful, awesome. This thing is awesome. So you got yours on sale? Did you get yours on sale? Because like I said, I paid for, for the price that you could buy the kit. Why would you want to buy the kit? It's fully assembled. I think I paid about $57 and change for this one. I know Elmer Time doesn't have one. I think he's gonna pick one of these up to Elmer Time, because Elmer Time, the Elmer Time from a while back. When I first started the live stream, and he has a whole bunch of handhelds, and he's always talking about D Star and all this other stuff. That this one does all that. That's the beauty of this one. So even if you buy a D Star handset, you got it right here already. If you get a Yaesu, System Fusion one, this one covers it, and this one covers a few other modes. So this one covers a bunch of modes. So you're good to go. Now you're good, and it does sound good. All my reports were all good. They were like, yeah, you sound pretty good. You're coming in good. And it's very easy to use, and you got the dashboard right there on your browser, and it also displays on this little OLED screen, a little OLED screen right there. You can also display it there. I love this hotspot. Married to the X now will go nuts on DMR chasing people around the world. Yeah. So Married to the X 100 for me, 62 out of 100. Okay. Tazo says start racking them up. Yeah, I'm gonna start racking them up exactly. Yeah. So Kamal Zora, I hope we answered your question on that. And thank you for the question. And you know, I'll reply to the comment, but we answered your question here. Yeah, if you don't care about FM, I will go with the D808. Now, if you care about FM and you want the portability of the radio like this, then I will get the Qdosa. Okay. Now for AM for shortwave, this one is pretty good on shortwave. For medium wave, it's good too, but you're gonna need an external, and that might be too much for some people to be lugging around with. So I got that one. I got the silver one only because of FM. That was my number one thing on that one, was for FM and the display. Because all the receptions that I posted, um, most of them had RDS. A lot of stations have RDS. So of course there was a bunch of stations that didn't have RDS. But I was at a rest stop. I wasn't gonna wait to. I only had like about an hour, maybe a little over an hour. While my wife was closing her eyes for a few minutes. So I said, because I every time I go to a rest stop, I try to take out, if I can find a spot. I would try to listen to the local stations and all that. I always do that. So this time around, I said I'm gonna start doing FM stations. Of course, I caught a couple of travelers information stations. I will post that in the next couple of days. TIS station. I got two of them. Because when you drive the highway, we have them here in the United States. Hamradio extra is like if you have to go like to 1610 or 1620. Sometimes even 5:30 or 5:30 a.m. They have. I just got back last night. Uh, I was away for the week. I just got back. Excuse me. So travelers highway or highway advisory radio, but they also call it travelers information system, TIS. So I got two of them on the hotel room. By my hotel, there's two TIS stations that I picked up. So I made a video of each one, and I'll post that on a later, probably next couple of days. And I saw you got the Alaska one. I saw Alaska. I was like, wow, you got Alaska. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So the 808 does go down to 1 kilohertz bandwidth. And I know so you recommended the 808 as well. Yeah. So you agree 100%. Yeah. All right. So Meredith, so the problem is that only half of the people I told you confirm QSOs. I spoke, because some of them don't like QRZ. Some of them use other. Some of them use. I have some that, for example, QSL.cc, right? I got quite a few there that they don't have QRZ. They don't, because some of them don't care about QRZ for some reason. They don't like it. It's too, because remember QRZ, unless you're like a premium member, you cannot. It doesn't automatically update the ADIF, whatever it's called. Like FTA, for example, when you do FTA, on WSJTX, it doesn't automatically upload QRZ. That one you have to manually input it. So some people don't want to deal with that anymore. Some people don't want to be some people don't want to be bothered with all that. I understand. So some people just use log of the world. Some people just use only log of the world. That's it. So me, I have a few of them. I have log of the world, which I haven't used. That one's supposed to do it automatically with my FT8 only. QRZ, to me, the one I have the most accurate contact is QRZ, because I put everything in there. I put all my EQSL.cc. Some people send me the EQSL. Once I confirm that contact and they get an EQSL from me, they have their own logbook, EQSL, and you get awards there too. You get a certificate. You can print it. I actually print the certificate. Here on QRZ, you have to order it and pay for it. I'm not doing all that. So they should give you like a free PDF at least. See, QRZ, they don't give you like a when you get the award, you don't get a PDF. You can print it. They don't do that. They just, well, I mean, you do get the plaque on the you do get the plaque on the profile, which is okay, fine. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, no, we drove there. No flying. And so EQSL. So Meridian, for example, if you as soon as you make your EQSL account and you make your EQSL card for free, you're gonna have a whole bunch in your inbox within about a few days. Watch, because a lot of people use EQSL.cc. That is, to me, I think that's one of the most popular EQSL exchange. Is that one? And that one, a lot of people. There, I noticed some people that are not here. They're in EQSL. So, so I will look into that, getting that EQSL.cc account. That way, at least you get EQSLs. Excuse me. At least you will get those. Yeah, I know that, and that sucks too. That Alaska doesn't even confirm, but and some people just don't want to do it. Some people just write a pen and paper, and that's all they care about. And some people, maybe some people. I had a few contacts that said they don't log anymore. They used to do it. You know, old timers. No, you could use something what they had. You could use a template that's generic for now. Because if you want to upload your own picture, you got to be you have to be not a premium member. It's like they have like tiers like bronze, silver. I think you have to be like a bronze member. So for a few months, I was paying like $5 a month, and once you get upgraded to bronze, then I uploaded my own member. You get a few more options open. The free account, you still could do an EQSL card, but they only have a couple of templates, and that's what you got to pick. Okay. Now, when you want something that you can upload your picture, like I did, the water tower from Yonkers, the water tower says Yonkers. That one I had to upgrade my account for a couple of. I did it for a couple of months. Through because you also get the verified. You get a verified on your icon, verified icon. So I think for a couple of months I was paying $5 a month. I forgot what it was. It's very cheap. And then that around that time, that's when I uploaded my own image, and I put that water tower. Also, when you win an award, if you wanna the the PDF of it and all that, you have to be you have to be a bronze member too. So at that time, I was already a bronze member for a couple. It was like 3 months. I forgot what it was, 2 or 3 months, and then I finally canceled it. But I think I'm gonna do it again because they do. Although lately I haven't been, but now with the DMR thing, I may reinstate it because I know I'm gonna have. When I start doing DMR, I know I'm gonna get EQSL people in there. So Ian, yeah, so yeah, no, yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for the information. No problem. Yeah, I forgot what the price. I think it's like I forgot what the price is. Let me check. Let me go to EQSL. EQSL.cc. Yeah, so it's .cc. And also on your QSA page, put the link when you get the EQSL account. Put the link to your EQSL page on the link, because that's how they're gonna find you. Otherwise, they're not gonna know. Right? And they go so let me log in. So let me see. Yeah, so it's $5 a month to be a silver member. Let me see. Let me check right here. Let me see. Yeah, I think I might do it. Oh no, bronze member is the lowest one. So bronze member, I think it's like you could pay for like the whole year, $12. It's $1 a month for bronze member. So you could upload your own custom graphic. I'll show you right here. Let me show you. Okay, this thing cord is like, I don't want to get disconnected with this thing. So regular membership is free, as you can see up here. MyRadioDX. Let me show you MyRadioDX on this. Of course, you can load AIDF logs, or you can I entered it manually after a while. Initially, I put all the. Anyway, you'll figure it out. But the bronze member is $12. You can do $12 one year or $1 a month. See that are they are able to participate awards like EWAS, EDX100, easy. So I got one award already. I got the DX25. I think it's called DX25. 25, and they have to be confirmed. So that means once you get an EQSL from that person, and you confirm his contact, and then he gets your EQSL, that's a confirmation. And they have to be confirmed. So this one you can start with the bronze member. I'm gonna prepay mine for a year. I'll do that. I'm gonna do it later on tonight. I'm gonna prepay mine, and then the silver. Because I had the bronze one. That's the one I had. The $1 a month. So you gotta say, upload your custom graphic for your EQSL style 3 and 4. I don't know what the silver does. I think you can do a couple of more things, but I just went with this one, the bronze. So $12 a year. That's it. So I'm gonna do mine. And then my EQSL is, where is it at? This is my design. See? That's my design. So I uploaded this image. Okay? Then the rest of it is so you know, and then these are templates. These are the templates that you pick MyRadioDX. Okay, these are the templates. So see 3 and 4. 3 and 4, when you're a bronze member, then you unlock these. Okay? So yeah, so $12 a year or $1 a month, I will get that one. So that's my EQSL. Okay, all that text in the bottom, that's nothing. That's just generic. But you know, you'll get the EQSL. And a lot of people, I'm telling you, a lot of people use this. I got even shortwave listeners. I got shortwave listeners, EQSL, that sent me. That they heard my FTA, you know, that they called my FTA reception, and I said EQSL. So EQSL is pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty cool. And then yeah, so I recommend it. So if I go to my EQSL, let me go to my my log. Yeah. So right now, if for example in my log, if you see my log, right? I have a 6 meter. I have a, I don't know who that 17 meter. I don't know. That guy keeps posting, and I said no. I said I don't know what the hell. Anyway, so this one does not have, not yet, because I haven't gotten any of them yet. 70 centimeter or whatever. I think this one might not. Yeah, but you can see 10 meters, 506 contacts, entries, excuse me, entries. Okay, so 506 from FTA, I got in through there. 506. So I can imagine as soon as you, I can imagine yours as soon as you make your account and you activate it. I mean, you make your account, and yeah, you activate, of course, and you put your EQSL card up there. You're probably gonna have a lot of people flooding your inbox. You're gonna have a whole bunch of EQSLs. So what I did with mine, I put them on my Q. I put some of them on my QRZ. If you go to my QRZ, including Mac, MDK2. Now when you go to my QRZ, Sorry, let me go. I don't want to knock this camera over. You see the images? These images down here? These are all EQSLs. EQSL, EQSL. These are all EQSLs that I just saved them. Saved them. Save, right click, save image as, save them, and I uploaded them here. That's Matt. Matt Ready DX, so that's Matt. MDK2. So I made a contact with him on FTA. So when you get your EQSL, I'm gonna post it on this page. When I receive your EQSL, I'm gonna post it on this page. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bronze membership too, cause I like my design the way it is. I'm not gonna change that, but I'm definitely gonna, yeah, cause I don't mind. Yeah, I'm gonna put your EQSL on my page, and one day if I get contact with Jill's, I can put his here, like a wall of fame, the wall of fame. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, that'll be cool. Thank you. Yeah. So that's why. So when you said about the Alaska guy, so some people don't do QRZ at all, Tasso. That's why when you get your license, some of them don't do QRZ at all. They have a QRZ page, but they don't log contacts. They don't use the logbook for QRZ. They go to other. They have other ones. They have Club Log. There's a whole bunch of them. There's Club Log. I have a Club Log account too. I also have, because I did all of the, each of them give you like little awards over time when you earn. I haven't earned any of them yet, but over time I will. And you collect them and you can put them on your wall or whatever. When you have a shack or a little area, a shack could be anything. It doesn't have to be a dedicated. It could be a corner of your bedroom. And you can put a couple of them up. You seen the upstairs. I printed a few of them out and I put them on my shelf. You know, and the certificate I printed out. I put on a frame. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So now everybody uses QRZ to do contacts. Some people, and he might now when you go to EQSL, he might have a contact there waiting for you. EQSL confirm contact. Whatever. So don't let that bother you. Not I mean bother, you know what I mean. Like some people just don't like using it, and some people don't like using it for whatever reason. Either they don't like the website. I know some people didn't like it because for a while they banned Russia. I know when I first signed up, I heard they banned Russia for a couple of days, and it backfired on them because they got political about it. I know Russia with the invasion, I get all that, but it doesn't stop me from making contacts from Russian contacts. So you got to separate the two. Russian amateur radio operator, whatever. I don't care about the politics of it. I just want to make the contact and that's it. He's not about, oh, I don't want to make contacts with anybody from Russia. No, I do. I don't mind. Just like Cuba. I like make contacts from Cuba, even though, the ideology, politically, you might not agree with that country. It's not you gotta separate the two when you make contacts. Because I've seen some people here post that I will never make contact with no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Yeah, they can ban you there. They can ban you on the, especially if you're, they can. And hello, Paul, AA1, SU checking in from Northern Vermont. Hope you're doing well, Paul. So let me see what else. Yeah, so it's not that some people just don't log contacts on this website. I'm sure they log contacts. It's just not on this website. Some people rather use another website or another app, not an app, website or software, or even software. Or some people, Tasso, some people even use paper and pencil. That's it. They have it on a notebook. That's old school. They have all their logs on books. And that's it. They don't want to be bothered with technology. They don't want to. They don't want the information out there. That's another thing. It's privacy too. So it's a lot of things. Some people just they have their own reasons. Some people have their own intricacies why they don't. Like for example, if you go to obviously every QRZ. By the way, when you sign up a QRZ, you have it links to your because you have to confirm it. It does link to your official FCC license, so you have to have that information there. So if you're not comfortable with putting your name and address, then that might not be for you for QRZ. And some people are not comfortable with that tassel. Some people don't care. Some people don't want the information at all, and they say screw QRZ. I don't want that. Me, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have anything to hide. I'm not doing anything illegal. I don't care. But some people may want to hide that stuff. Some people just don't. Some people are very paranoid about their privacy. So, everybody has their own reason why they don't want to be on a QRZ. It's privacy. Yeah, that's a big one. Privacy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it won't be his last Alaskan contact. He'll get another one. It's not gonna be, it's not gonna be his last Alaskan contact. Spindle Twister. I thought you was on vacation. Well, I was until last night. I got home last night. I got here late last night, and I'm here now. I was on vacation from last 5 days or so, right? Yeah, Monday. Yeah, okay. So, was it Monday when I forgot when I checked in? Was it today? Is the let me look at my calendar. Sorry. Yeah, Monday. So I did my last live stream was Sunday, right? Sunday, yeah. So yeah, Monday, yeah. So all Monday through Friday. Then Saturday morning, I checked out of the hotel, and then I was here last night. So yeah, all the whole week. Uh, Spindle Twister. I bought the D608 WB radio a couple of days back. I liked it so much. I bought two more. Wow, you bought two more, so you got three of them. But I had to pay top dollar $39 each. But you know what I don't. But you know why I don't care. I love the radio. Yeah, it's a beautiful radio I have right here. I still have the prototype. But yeah, I love my D608. And while I was down there, while I was in Virginia, so while I was in Virginia, of course, I went to a local Walmart. And I got my clothes rack here because it broke and I had to fix it. That's why I got my clothes rack here. So before anybody starts, because it was in there, my clothes rack, and it broke, and I had to fix it. I had to super glue this corner, and I fixed it. Anyway, I fixed it. So, but when I was in Virginia, yeah, I went to a local Walmart and it had a clearance sale, and I bought this radio. I bought this one. Let me put it for the thumbnail. So normally this is about $34 or $35, whatever. It was on sale for $17. $17. It was a clearance sale. It was only 3 of them left. And this was the better box out of the other 2. So I bought one. I'll do an unboxing in a couple of days. And then I'll, I didn't even check if it works or not. But anyway, Walmart. So they had a clearance sale. So I got it for $17. And this is the model, what is it? 120B. Okay. No weather radio. So it was on sale for $17, so I couldn't pass up on it. I don't think you're gonna get it cheaper than that. $17 on the dot. Yeah. Oh, that's the one you have? Okay. Yeah, $17. It was on sale. There was 3 of them left on the shelf, and the other 2 boxes were a little bit, I mean, there was not like no. You see, like I don't know, they have a seal on it. I opened it up and everything is in there. Everything looked fine. So I said, $17. You coming home with daddy? Because remember, I have an older one that I bought at Goodwill. I bought 2 of them, but they're not working. No, I bought 2 of them. I bought one, the older one, but that one, I remember I couldn't get it to fix. It has something to do with the chip. I even bought the chip, so anyway, now I have a brand new one. So now I have a brand new one that I'm gonna have it plugged in. I'm probably gonna have it plugged in here and leave it on and have the alert on it. And so yeah, $17. It was on sale, so I had to pick it up. I would have been kicking myself if I didn't buy it. I'd have been kicking myself. So here you go, Midland WR120B. That's the one that Tasso has. So I'll be happy with it. Okay, yeah. It's probably gonna be the same because I'm gonna have this one. I'm gonna have this one here in the basement. I'm gonna have it somewhere. Because what I plan to do now, since I've been streaming down here more often, I'm gonna revamp this basement a little bit. I'm gonna set up everywhere. I'm gonna have some radios, and I'm gonna have that one plugged in because I'm gonna move this stuff around for the next few weeks, and then so this one's gonna be in the basement with the whip. So it's probably gonna be the same. Like I'll get the strong station like you, the 550 one, 162.550. I'm not gonna have it hooked up to no external or nothing like that. I'm not gonna put that. It's just I want to have it, Yeah. No, I only wanted one. I didn't want to buy it because I had to buy even the glasses. See these glasses? This is the let me get the other 2. The Iron Man. See these Iron Man? These are reading glasses. So you see these Iron Man glasses, right? I got a couple of styles. These normally are around $16. $16 and $17. They want to sell for $2. They were all clearance. So I bought 3 of them. Remember the other one broke? Remember one of them broke? So I've been using my old one. So now I got 3 of these. So these were $2 on sale in Walmart. They had a clearance. They had a whole bunch of them clearance. I say, oh my God. So I bought 3. I was going to buy more, but I couldn't get any more for this. Because these are 1.25 magnified. So, yeah. So, see, this one has the red and black frame. And then this one is all gray. It's like a gray. And then I got this one also. Everything was on sale. I guess they're revamping that Walmart in Virginia. And so these are $2 each. So $6 right here for these. So that Midland was $17. So I said, man, I'm going to grab that sucker before There was only three left. There was only three left. Yeah, I know. I know. I don't want to get into that right now, but yeah, I know a couple hours ago. So now, well, we'll see what else is gonna happen. Who's gonna be the running mate and all that for her? People, of course, people speculate it was gonna be Buttigieg. She's gonna be the VP nominee. It's gonna if Kamala's gonna be, she's gonna run for president. Now, I guess it's up to her to pick the who's gonna be the VP running mate. Of course, some I know Biden likes Buttigieg, whatever Buttigieg. I think I pronounced it right, Buttigieg. So people say Buttigieg, Buttigieg. He's the transportation secretary. So they say it might be Buttigieg as the VP nominee. But of course, we don't know because they might have a. Anyway, it's crazy. I don't really care. Oh, you got yours for $12. Okay. And hello, TV Radio 1972. I hope you're doing well. I got mine before Radio Shack closed in 2017 on a clearance for $12. Okay, cool. Yeah. No, mine's gonna be local. Tassel. Mine's gonna be local. Yeah. So let me go back up here. So my radio says he's gonna register tomorrow and I'll get the bronze membership. Yeah, I'm gonna pay for mine tonight. And yeah, that'll be cool. I like to see that. And hello, Paul. And Meredith, I heard a ham on TG91 and his call sign did not appear live. I guess they were also banned on DMR. Yeah, because that happens. You can get banned, if, you know. But DMR, how can they get through the back? Anyway, nah, that's weird. VT Radio, I don't use EQSL or QSF for awards. I just upload my logs. Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you have it and they you accomplish it, and you could just post it and post it, you know. Uh, yeah, I know a lot of people tend to chase awards through Log of the World, so that's what you do. Okay, but I upload all my logs there to help others. Exactly, and that's another thing. That's why I wish more people would do that. I wish more people would do that. But I understand. I understand some people just privacy, whatever reason. That's fine. To each his own. But if I can help someone get an award, then yeah, I don't mind doing that either. So yeah. So yeah. So for VT Radio. So yeah, but I do upload all my logs to help others, and that's what I do. I have Club Log that with the WSJTX, it automatically uploads to Club Log. I have a couple of them. I forgot what the other ones are. I remember they're in my log. If I'm not in my in my blog. Let me see. I'll tell you right now. Sorry. In my blog. Okay, I hope this don't slow down my page now because this blog does take a little bit to load. And let me scroll down here. I think this is it right here. I want to go. Yeah, Club Log. So there's another one that I have Club Log, and I haven't updated that one because I haven't been on I haven't been doing FTA because I have my WSJTX set up to upload on this one Club Log also. So that's another one, and I only use this one to help others, like Paul just mentioned. This one I don't really care about the award. I'm not really. I only upload if I can help somebody else. That's it. You know. because it's automatic. When I do my FTA contact, as soon as I'm done with the FTA contact, it automatically uploads to Logos World, to this one and another one. I forgot what the other one is, and that's it. And I don't mind doing that if I can help somebody else on this one, like Paul mentioned. So yeah, yeah, Tasso, good point on privacy. Yeah, some people just care about their privacy and they don't want to deal with that. They don't want nothing to do with that, and that's it. Paul BT Radio, I have to break for dinner. I'll be back, but I'll be okay. Cool, thank you. And Mary said, oops, I also forgot to say that the ham whose call sign did not appear on TG91 was from Russia, so they seem to be banned. Oh. So it might be all Russian contacts? I mean, all of Russia that's blocked? That's weird. But I don't know if it's that because I think it might be just him, or or maybe the talk group might have. Maybe if you go to a different talk group, I'm sure they got Russian talk groups and whatever. I'm sure. Maybe he's banned from that one, TG91. I don't know, but I don't know much about it either. Like I said, I'm new. You you know more than me because I'm just as new to that. Tasso, that's a steal, Danny. I have the same one. Cool. Yeah. So I'm thinking of buying another. Yeah. So anyway, I picked that one up, $17. It was a good deal. Cause normal price about $34.99 or something. I forgot the it was. I forgot what the. I don't have. Let me see. Do I have the tag on this? No, the tag is not on this, but it was on the plaque. But it says no. So I think the normal price for this is $34.99 or $39.99. I don't know what it was. I know it's in the $30-$40 range. They have it listed. So when I saw $17, I said, man, I gotta get it. I gotta pick it up. Like I need another radio, but I gotta pick it up anyway. 7 people watching, 12 likes. Thank you for watching. 1 hour and 22 minutes in the books on a Sunday afternoon here in Yonkers, New York. Well, actually, Sunday evening now because it's 6 o'clock now. Wow, 6 o'clock. Oh wow. 81 degrees Fahrenheit, partly sunny here in Yonkers, New York. Nice, comfortable. It's much more comfortable than it was a few days ago. Yeah, come to Papa. Yeah, as I come to Daddy. Tassel, I can only pick up one station here, but I'm interested. Yeah, so I'm. Well, let me see how sensitive it is. I'll see. When I do the unboxing, I want to do an unboxing first. Then, of course, I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna have it plugged in the boiler room to see what it picks up. I'm gonna have it plugged in to see what it picks up, and maybe it might pick up more. Right now, it's gonna pick up at least one. Of course, the strong one in the basement, but we'll see. And of course, I know it has external connections. There's no picture of it, but I know I have external antenna connection. I may try it in the future. I may hook it up with the Yagi and see what it picks up. Yagi is a VHF UHF. I may hook it up to the Yagi. See what it picks up. It's not designed for it, but look at a little gnat flying around here. I may see it surprise me. Maybe it may pick up a couple of more or something. I don't know. That'll be interesting. Maybe even try to DX. DX. Of course the RCA when I need to go up there and fix it. I took down the coax, so no more coax is coming in here now. I took it all down. I disconnected it I pulled it out from here, and right now I need to go up there and disconnect it completely. So I'm gonna bring a new coax here, but there's gonna be a new antenna up there. But that's later on for something else, for future. Right now I'm gonna stay with the chimney one for the television one. So I'm gonna move that Yagi, the RCA one, to where the other two are at. I'm gonna move it there, and I'm gonna run a new coax to see if. But I need to see. Yeah, so I have to do that, and I'm gonna do that in probably next week, this upcoming week or something, and do a band scan on that one with the Roku and see what it does. So I'm gonna order another coax. Same thing, 75 feet, the same one, and I'll probably order that for the next few days or so. Spindle twister. You can't go wrong for $17. Yeah, until I just scooped up all of them. Yeah, yeah. One is enough though for me. You know. Yeah. VX or no weather. Yeah, that'll be kind of. I don't still see. Yeah. Yeah, I need to see. I saw when because I brought my laptop, but I didn't log into it because I said, you know what, I don't want to. I kind of like took a vacation from the computer too. I said, you know what, I'm only going to use the phone, check a couple of things. That's it. So I didn't even go. My laptop, I took it. I didn't even open it. I didn't even open it all those days. So when I got here, I saw new videos from everybody. So I went to Marriott DX. So I saw the one about the volume, which I did. I did that because my volume, of course, by default is 0. So I put mine to 1 because I noticed it was a little low on the weaker signals. It was a little low, so I just bumped it up to 1. I may bump it up to 2 now. So I did that. So mine right now is set up +1. Right now, my volume is set up +1. I like that feature. That's a good feature. So you can make this radio louder, especially for the weak signals. So that's what I did. So that's a good tip, and that's on the latest the update. So that's pretty good. So I did mine a few days last week when I went to the volume, the audio, and I saw, you can put a volume. So I put it +1, and it does help. It does help. Yeah, I know. No, same thing. I do feel sorry for him. I did feel sorry for him that, and I blame that on the wife. The wife she's the one that really wanted. She's a power hungry one. But yeah, definitely. And I know it was because listen, it ain't got to be hard on anybody to just walk away. You know, they put a lot of pressure. They were putting a lot of pressure on him to leave. So you know, he lies a lot and all that, and I get it. I think some of it is his faculties is the, but he needed to retire. He needed to step away already. So he's gonna finish out. So he's not resigning. He's just not running for re-election. So I don't want people to think that he's resigning. He's not resigning. He's still gonna finish out his term. So he has another what, 3.5 months, whatever it is left, and that's it. And then he's not gonna. He doesn't want. So yeah, yeah, exactly. T rating. I blame the donors. They have too much say when it comes to. Yeah, there is. They have a lot of influence. Of course, money. It is money. But the bottom line, what happened is they made it clear. The donors say, if you leave this guy running, we're not going to donate to all your candidates, and that means all your Congress, whatever, all the lower, the Congress and the Senate races and all that. They say we're gonna. That's it. They're gonna give. We're gonna pull out from donating. We're gonna pull out the money. That's it. The money is gonna dry up. So of course they say no. You know exactly. Yeah, I know. Married the extra. The thing is that what's happening to him health. Of course, it can happen to any of us. I find myself sometimes not remembering certain things, and I'm not 81 years old. And yeah, I could relate to that. I could, that's why I feel sorry for him about that. You know that, but they were definitely using him. That's why, and I don't want to get long winded about it here because I want to stay on radio topics. But yeah, I do feel sorry for. On the human level, of course, I feel sorry for him. But I'm glad he made. I'm glad that he made the decision. That's it, not to run. Look, let him finish his term. I'm all for that. Let him finish his term. Hopefully, nothing catastrophic happens. That's all I care about. That nothing catastrophic happens. That he has to decide. He's not making decisions anyway. At this point, we already knew that he's not making decisions anyway. He definitely he's not making decisions on his own. So yeah, yeah. No, it's okay to feel sorry for him. I always felt sorry for him. I know I say things about him, and I make but I feel sorry for him as a, because he could have been my granddad, or I'm excuse me, my dad, not my granddad, because my granddad is my dad would have been his age. My mom, when she passed away, she was 86 when she passed away. My mom. And she was very frail. Her last year of life, she was very frail. And and you could, yeah, but I'm glad for his sake. Enjoy you know what, walk away now. Enjoy your last few years. You had a, I'm gonna say, he had a long political career. You know, you leave with dignity now, and that's it. I don't wish no ill will on him. I don't care about if people want to lock him up. I don't really care about that. I really hope that they don't. My honest opinion, leave him alone. Let him, when he leaves, just that's it. I hope they don't come back in then next presidential term. Oh, we're gonna impeach him. We're gonna, no, you know what I mean. Like, don't, just let it be. And that's my opinion. Just and his son is going to get pardoned. That's probably one of the deals he's going to get. That his son is going to get pardoned by whoever is the next Democratic Democrat president. If it whether or he's going to do it himself, or he'll pardon him before he leaves in a couple of months, a few months, whatever. So I don't want to be like, I don't want to be like, oh, we should go after him now. No, let him be. You know. So that's one thing that I some people might disagree with me on that. But now, we in this convention, you're talking about, you want to unify they unified with each other, and that's great. But I would like to see, don't go after him. He's walking away now. He's walking away. He's not going to seek re-election. Leave him alone now. That's it. Let him finish his term, and that's it. And when he's gone, don't bring up committees and we need to bring him into the subpoena him and all. You know what? This, and I know I'm gonna get heat for that, but yeah, I know. I understand that. I understand that he would be in jail, but I feel like we need to be the party that needs to be above that. Even Trump, when he mentioned that when he got shot, when he came out, he seems to be more not you revenge politics only works for so long, and then you know I don't want the next 4 years to be about going after them. Exactly, Tasso. Because I don't want the next 4 years to be about going after them. I don't want that. I really don't want that. He's walking away now. That's it. I leave him alone. That's my opinion. I get it that if there's anybody, but that's not only politics, anywhere in life. People that got money get more privileges when it comes to the justice system. I get all that. I get all that. But we cannot be revenge politics because I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I when Donald Trump gets elected or reelected, I want him to just fix what he broke and move on. I want to move on. I don't want them to go after everybody on that side either. I don't want that. We got to be the bigger. We got to be the bigger party. We got to be the forgiving, or maybe not forgiving. We don't forget, but we got to be bigger than that. We cannot be going back and forth with this. He didn't do it with Hillary. He didn't lock her up, and that's the way I want it to be. I would like it to. I don't want this back and forth thing. And then in 4 more years, when he leaves, and they in charge, and I understand that's dumb, but we cannot be like that. We cannot be going. He wants to walk away. Let him walk away, and that's it. He's 81, right? What is he? 81. He's really declining quickly. What you're gonna lock him up? It's a death sentence to him if you lock him up. And for what? Revenge? Revenge for, you know what I'm saying? Like he wants I and like I said, I don't want to, but yeah, exactly. We had enough of that. We need to be the bigger. We need to be the bigger party and just let him walk away, and that's it. I know what happened with Trump. I know all the, but it's gonna happen. They're all getting knocked down. They're all getting dropped. All the charges are getting dropped. His sentence got postponed to inevitably. I don't think he's ever gonna get the sentence at this point. I think in September, whenever they indefinitely, they might just postpone it again. And once he takes office, that's it. That one's gonna disappear. But we cannot go back and forth with this revenge thing. Give the man. I say give the man at least the dignity. He's gonna walk away. Give him the. As much as I really don't care for. He lies a lot, and that's politics. But I have to give him at least give him the space to walk away. On a human level, that's me. Because again, everybody knows it. The president, in his case, he doesn't run. They got the donors. Like T Radio 1972 said, the money behind them is who controls them. Or who controls them is the money. And that's on both parties. That's on both parties. Yeah. So let me go back up here. 9 people watching, 12 likes. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Let me go back up here. I'm sorry. Tasso, when you set up the alerts, Danny, set it for just your local. What the hell? Hey, flying around over here. You're annoying me. Get out of here. Set up for your local area because if you leave it on default, it will go constantly. LOL. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that tip. I'll look into that. Yeah, I want it locally. I don't want to alert somewhere in Connecticut. Thunderstorm alert over. I don't care about. Not say I don't care, but you know what I mean. It doesn't pertain to me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So T-Radio, yeah, I just saw your million radio. You got a good deal on it. Thank you. Yeah. So, but $12 is a good deal too. But yeah, $17. That's still a good deal. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy news day today. Yeah. So let me go down here. I read that. So Mary said, yeah, I don't comment on politics, but I feel feeling sorry for Biden struggling in a lot of Yeah, so yeah, we just talked about that. Yeah, so exactly. My thing is, you know what? He's walking away now. He's not gonna. He wants to finish his term. I say let him finish his term, and you know what? Maybe even back off from him, the media, and let him finish his term. And because the media was the one that protected him. So don't change now. Don't try to make yourself look like, well, because you guys were all in on it. And you know what? Just let him finish his term, because I was a child, a little when Nixon resigned, and and then we have Ford, but he resigned, so Ford had to take over right away, and Ford ran, and then he lost to Carter, and then Carter was a disaster. Yeah. I read the extra. Oh, Tasso. I think I paid $31 plus tax for mine back in March on Amazon, and that was on sale. Yeah, okay. So $31. I know the price on it on Walmart, I think was 30. It might have been either 39.99 or 34.99. I know it was in the up, mid to upper 30s, $40 range. Maybe they're coming out with a new model. Maybe those are discontinued and they're just getting rid of the last stock of them. Yeah. Married DX, I think hams from Russian occupied parts of Ukraine have been either banned or shadow banned on QRZ. When I have done FTA, when hams from their location does not appear on Grid Tracker. Oh, that's yeah. That might be the case too. There maybe they're occupied. Yeah, it could be that too. Yeah, that's not maybe that DMO operator was from Occupy Ukraine. Who knows? Yeah, yeah. T Ready 1972. I watched Married to the Extras video on Chinese man. I didn't watch that video yet, but I want to watch it. Later on tonight, I'm gonna watch it. Uh, yeah, and I did read the description. I read the title. Yeah, they are raising the bar. That is one thing. I mentioned that when I was talking about this radio. So those that want to poo-poo Chinese brand, these radios are raising the bar, people. They're raising the bar. They are raising the bar. These Chinese radios, they're all raising the bar, including the Zygu G90. There's another one that the Zastone. I'm looking into me getting an HF rig all the way, and even with 6 meters, 100-watt one. I think there's a one called the Zastone. Chinese one is a 100-watt transceiver. I may look into buying one of those in the future. SDR. Instead of getting the ICOM, not the ICOM 7300, although I would love to, eventually I would love to. But depending, we can get a good price on the Zastone. Uh, but I got to see more about that one. I know Kevin O'Reilly was the one that mentioned it. And I went to AliExpress. They do have it there, the Zastone. So they are raising the bar. They're raising the bar. And people keep saying it's Chinese. Yeah, yeah. There is other stuff that's junk. Yeah, but radios like that, they are raising the bar. Quality radios. It's not only Japan that makes great electronics. China has caught up. They caught up. They caught up in so many different even electric vehicles. Chinese caught up. Electric vehicles. They make a lot of electric vehicles. There's quite a few brands. I own one stock, Neo, or Nio. People pronounce it, but I pronounce it Neo, but it's Nio. Nio is a Chinese car maker. I own that stock. I have about 10 shares of that stock. Chinese car, electric car maker. And there's other car makers that Chinese. And Chinese caught up. You know, they caught up on a lot of things, a lot of appliances, a lot of things. So there are good radios. I'm reading the rest of the comment. TV radios too. Uh, there are good radios as long as they put in the effort in them, and there are companies that are yeah. So there are companies that are doing yeah. So they have caught up. Oh, you already have comments on that, you know? Because I saw a documentary a while ago. Um, have some of it to do with labor. Yeah, it's a cheaper labor. Yeah, but you understand that for example, the documentary that I saw was about uh train company. You know, subway car. They make subway cars. It was a Chinese rail car company that actually got their first contract in Boston. I think their plant is located in Ohio or somewhere like that. But the contract they got their first subway rail car contract, and I think it's with the Boston Metro, the Boston subway system. So so Chinese so their quality control is very strict, and of course they're non-union. Kawasaki, I worked for Kawasaki here in Yonkers. They're the same thing, non-union. They don't have there's no union in the where I worked at. The job that I had was non-union, and the quality control here was okay. And I'm gonna tell you from experience, the quality control at Kawasaki was not that was okay. But the documentary, the quality control in that Chinese company was way top notch compared to where I worked at. And I can tell you that. And I worked for a Japanese company. I can tell you that. Now, of course, is with any company, remember, U.S. labor laws are less strict compared to in Japan. They're probably more strict, or in China. In China, they're a lot more stricter. They were, and the people that when they show when they show the same plant in Japan as the one in Ohio, the Chinese train maker, in Japan they have to work six days a week. Most of them work 6 days a week, like 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, and they love their job. You know, over here they wanted to start a union, and they fired a whole bunch of people for trying to start a union. So it's different. That's why I think Chinese quality control is top notch compared to what we have here in the States. Because I in the documentary showed it. So people don't poo the Chinese quality control. Don't poo it because they're competing, and they're playing to win. They want to dominate. They want to dominate the markets. You know. Tasso, I was going to suggest that try and hook up an external antenna, but you never know. Yeah, yeah, I may try. I may try with the roof one. TV Unit to Texan, SH Data, Qdosin, and a few others put effort in them. Yeah. And Tasso said DXM no weather. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I blame the donors. Michael, yeah. Yeah, I know they seem to be using us as a puppet married to DXA. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he did. Married to DXA. He had a stuttering problem, which you can relate. I know, and exactly, and I agree with that. The thing that made him unlikable for a lot of people was that he constantly lies. He does lie. He does. He actually lies to the point where he actually feel like, He actually believes in his own lies, and I think that's what infuriates people, including me. He does infuriate me. Like when he ran that, And again, I don't want to get into the whole thing about it, but when he ran against Trump in 2020 about all that, he praised the whole Charlottesville thing, and that really infuriated me. And now, of course, they keep pushing that fake narrative with the January 6th crap. Anyway, also Goodwill. I also picked up one of these for $2.99 because I have floppies. I have three and a half inch floppies. So I also picked this up from Goodwill. This was from Goodwill though, over there in Virginia. So $2 and no $4.99. Sorry. No wait. Oh no, $2. Yeah, $2.99. I'm sorry. So I picked this up too because I have floppies. I have a whole bunch of three and a half. Some of them are Amiga floppies. Some of them are IBM PC. So I picked up this case. I hope it's pretty. I opened it up. I checked that out. So yeah, I got because I have pretty good. So yeah, he also had a stuttering issue most of his life. Yeah, Tasso. Spindle Twister. If that was you or me, yeah, I know, but I get that. I get that if it would have been one of us, we'd be under the jail. I get that. But at some point, for the good of the whole country, we have to move on. We cannot go back and forth every term. Every president every presidential term, we cannot go back and forth with, well, you guys did do this to us 4 years ago. We're doing it back to you. At some point, we got to draw the line and say, you know what? We need to try to unify. At some point. And I'm not trying to be naive about it. I understand that some people you cannot unify with. That's it. And I get it. But I noticed that, Trump, he did, he is winning people over because of what happens with your wallet. Because there's no denying that price of food went sky high. My wife mentioned it the other day. She used to buy a container of cream. What is it? It was a heavy cream. It's been like $2 and change. Now it's almost $8 for heavy cream. Almost $8 for heavy cream. And she said, a few years, under Trump, it was like $3 or $2 and change. That's a big. When your groceries, when you would go shop, when we go to the grocery supermarket, $50 worth of groceries was a couple of bags or something, whatever, 3 or 4, even 3 bags, whatever. $100 grocery was like 4 bags of groceries or something like that. Now one bag is like, one bag is like $50. So and people see that and they can relate to that. And a couple of them spoke in the convention, including people that didn't like him 4 years ago. And they said, no. When it affects my bottom line, when it affects my food bill, my gas, at the pump, common sense got to kick in. Forget about everything else. If it affects your livelihood, that's it. Forget about everything else. Yeah, Tassel. Let him be and move forward and put the country's interest first. Exactly. Yeah, shrinkflation. Yeah. Yeah, I know that now they want to push that nonsense Project 2025 thing too. Like that's. Yeah, and it's gonna, like I said, we're all gonna speak at the ballot box. That's it. At the ballot box, we're all gonna, message is gonna be loud and clear. Especially now that he's not running. He's not running now. Now they're gonna have a new candidate, and it's still not etched in stone who's gonna be her, but he already endorsed her, so I guess that's it. It'll be official in their convention next month. So, and she's gonna own the border because she was the. Listen, one thing, the biggest problem too is the border, and you know who owns it? She owns it because she was the czar. She's the border czar. She was in charge of the border, right? The border czar. She's the unofficial border czar, and of course the border is a disaster. So you know what? That's so if they're trying to deflect that, he's stepping down. Okay, they can't bring up the age thing no more, but they can still bring up the border. You own the border, so guess what? You're incompetent. You own the border. She owns the border. So even if he endorses her, she still owns the border. It's, because he made her in charge of the border and she did nothing. And maybe it was on purpose. Maybe she did nothing on purpose. Maybe she did nothing on purpose to get him out. Maybe that was her plan too. But anyway, I'm not gonna speculate on that. But I already saw one ad with that. Yeah. So hour number 2 is approaching. 1 hour and 56 minutes in the books. 8 people watching, 12 likes. Thank you for watching. And yeah, Mary the Exter, if the U.S. policies still insist on impeachments, and I'm former, there will be laughing. The stock of the I know. Here in the UK and the Tories, like when Boris Johnson and Liz Truss in power. Yeah, I know. Mary the Exter, I already got comments for those who poo-poo on Chinese radio on that video. I expected them because they were stubborn to accept more people to buy Japanese stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Exactly. I know Japanese. Excuse me. A little bit like it's the lighting. I'm gonna turn up. Anyway, let me turn off this phone. I'll leave it like that. Point this one away a little bit. I'll leave it there. Yeah. Let me point it like this a little bit. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's more contrast, I guess. I need to get another light. And anyway, I'm gonna get a new microphone here, and I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna get some kind of lighting. I have work to do in this basement now, so now I'm back from vacation. I'm gonna start fixing up this room. Knock on wood. No, so far this summer has been good with the rain. No flooding, no ponding. So knock on wood. Yeah. All right. Take care, Michael. T rating 1972, and have a good weekend and 73s. Remember this? So what I stated. Yeah. Only on and off. Tasso. Yeah. Because I have a Alexa power outlet. Alexa power outlet. So through my app, my Amazon app, Alexa app, I can say turn on. It has 2 outlets and it's connected to the Wi-Fi. So I can say turn it on and that powers up the because the sump pump doesn't have an on and off switch. It does not have it does not. Oh yeah. I know I said Alexa, I heard. Sorry. Alexa, stop. Alexa, chill. Take a chill, Alexa. Yeah. So Meredith, so what I stated in the video was as well that those who say that made in China radios are crap posted the message on the device. Guess what? It was made in China. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, smart plug. Smart plug, yeah. Remember this, the good old days of 3.5 floppies reminds me of the Amiga days. Yeah, exactly. Um, and speaking of that, I went to when I was in Virginia, I took my son to the Airspace Museum. So I'm gonna upload that on my Air and Space channel. So I have a new channel. It's called Air and Space Channel. Let me put the link. And then, although that one is not fully verified yet because YouTube wants a phone number for that, but I already used up my phone number for the other ones. Let me put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the. Let me copy the link. I'm gonna put it here. So I'm gonna upload them there. The Air Space Museum videos. I'm gonna upload them to that channel, Air Space Channel. Right now I don't have nobody there, only me. So you guys can subscribe. So I took a whole bunch of videos there, a whole bunch of pictures. And then I also went to the the computer museum. So I went to the computer museum. So this one is in Maryland. So the computer museum, I'm gonna upload those videos on their Danny's vintage computers, and I'm gonna put the link to that one. I have 8 subs there. And that one, yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that soon. The watch collection. Thank you, Tasso, for that sub. So this one is the Danny's vintage computers. I have a couple of Amiga ads here. I have 24 videos in there already. It's been there for a while. It's all about vintage computers. So that one, I went to the computer museum, and I got a whole bunch of footage on that one. And I got videos. The computer museum. Married to the X. So if you love computers, you got to check out this channel. Oh, vintage computers. I even changed my icon. I put the new banner. That's Amiga computer, the banner. And then the avatar or the avatar is that Commodore computer is in the museum. So I'm gonna upload videos to the museum for that one. And I went in there and that one, yeah. So that one, I got a whole bunch of videos on that one. The Cray computers, they have Univac computers. I'm gonna have all those videos of the Univac, video game systems, the MSX game computer. I have videos on all that. MSX, the Japanese. I have a lot of videos that I shot at the computer. It's called the Computer Museum. This guy, he did a good job. Off the top of my head, I can't even remember his name now. He was there for like a few hours. It's open. It's not really open to the. You have to go there by appointment only. And this guy has a collection. Some of it is his personal collection. He has all types of computers. Every Apple computer you can think of, from the first Apple computer ever, all the way up to the latest Apple computer. He has them all there. Commodore, the Amiga. It was an Amiga 4000 there. The Atari 2600, 5200, 7200, I think it is, whatever. 7800, I forgot. Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, PC Engine. He has a personal video game console. He has a whole collection of video game consoles. Windows computers as well. Yeah, he has a whole bunch of old IBM computers. The Tandy computers, the TRS-80, the TRS-80s. Back in the 80s, they had the K-Pro, those big luggage computers. He has them there. I'm gonna upload a whole bunch of. So this channel is gonna get active within a few days. Again, I'm gonna upload a whole bunch of videos on this channel, a bunch of them. I'm gonna do a whole bunch of them. So Danny's Vintage Computers. If you want to see a lot of old computers from the Computer Museum, I'm gonna upload it to this one. This is gonna be the channel for that. I may put some on Dan Tech Geek, but I really want to. It's more since it's more vintage computing. I want to upload it to here, Danny's Vintage Computers. So it's gonna be here. So you know you got Amiga ads there. I upload ads there. I got some IBM PC ads in there. Some Apple Macintosh ads up there. I have all that. So Danny's Vintage Computers and the Air and Space Channel. That's gonna be for the Air and Space Museum videos. I'm gonna upload them there. The Air and Space Museum had the Space Shuttle Discovery, so you'll see that there. The video is Space Shuttle Discovery. The B-29 that dropped the first atomic bomb is gonna be on the Air and Space Channel. That's the Enola Gay B-29 bomber is gonna be there. Bunch of World War II planes, Cold War fighter planes like the MiG-15, the MiG-21, all in the Airspace Channel. What else? The SR-71 Airspace Channel. So all those are going to be on those channels. So yeah, so check them out. Thank you. And I'm going to put the link to both of those channels on the description. So if anybody wants to sub to those channels and the watch collection, I'm gonna make a watch video soon. And because I have a few, I want to talk about one particular watch first, and then there's another watch I want to talk about. And it's an iconic watch. It's the watch you see on the Avatar. That's a very iconic watch. It's the Casio one. It's been in actually in one particular movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and so yeah. So yeah, so I can control the pump. Although over here we only had a thunderstorm, and I didn't really need to put it on from over there. When I came over here, the basement is bone dry, so everything's fine. The sump pump area where you see the pit is all bone dry right now. It's bone dry completely. It's been like that for a few weeks now. So far, it's been a good summer in terms of not a lot of ridiculous amount of rain. So yeah. So thank you, my ready except for the sub. Yeah, so we have to see something. Yeah, I'm gonna upload something soon. And Tasso, you know what's funny, Danny? That I'm sub to you with my Linda and the Birds channel as well. It only counts as one. Yeah, because I think what YouTube does, YouTube detects if you're from the same IP address and you have more than one channel, it considers that to be like you're trying to game the system. And adding, because I could have done the same thing. I could have said all my channels and sub to you, and you would have got like 10 subs right there, whatever, whatever amount of channels I have now. I forgot. I lost track of how many I have that are active. These are active, by the way, not the ones that are not active. I have channels that are not active that I don't have plans for them anytime soon. These are the ones that I have plans and I already uploaded. At least for the most part, most of them have at least a video and so on. So yeah, YouTube does do that. And they can tell if because then otherwise you can make 100 accounts and you have 100 subs. Sub them all to one channel, and it doesn't work that way. YouTube doesn't do that. Yeah, I have the same email on all of them. Tassel. So my email for my channel and all the other channels is Danny Radio and the word and Danny Radio and tech at gmail.com. That's my email. All of them have the same email. They all share they all have that's my email to answer all those questions. Or, when anybody that wants to sponsor or, yeah. Or any of my, they want to send me a radio or a product review, they want to send me a product, they all have the same email. Danny Radio and Tech. Because for a long time, I was thinking about renaming this one Danny Radio and Tech. And I'm struggling with that. but I really want to have them separate. I can put them all here, but I really want them separate. I'm trying to build I'm trying to build like a network. I know it's only me on this network, but I want to build like a network. Like a network of channels that, so this is like radio related channel. That's vintage computers. I have retro gaming. And retro gaming, you can blur lines between vintage computers and that, but that's just playing games. So these vintage computers, I might do a live stream on this one, and we might just write code or use applications, not games, but applications. Like maybe the early internet browsers or early operating systems, whatever. I'll do it on the Danny vintage computer. You're gonna see Windows 3.1 or DOS, yeah, or DOS. You know, you know, run like something like System Commander. I don't know, and see how you used to move files on the System Commander and all that stuff. Things like that. I want to do that here. I have a couple of Macs that have OS 9. I could boot that up and go in the Mac OS 9 and try to run some applications and things like that. And try to go on the internet with OS 9. Yeah. Thank you, my Ready DX, for subbing to my Vintage Computers channel. Yeah. Yeah, Windows computers were. Tasso, Southwest Airline wasn't affected by the outage because they are still using Windows 3.1 as their operating system. Yeah, those systems are very old, so you don't need to upgrade them. They're very old. Like the flight, what do they call that? Like I remember, many years ago, I looked into This is a long time ago. I used to read these entrepreneur magazines, so I was thinking about setting up my own travel agency, and you have to use the old. They call it Sabre, Sabre. It's an old system. That's where you can go in there and actually book a ticket, book a flight. And that system runs on old. We're talking about old technology. We're talking about IBM mainframe. What's the language? I forgot what they call it. It's something like AS400 type programming language. COBOL. COBOL. I have a book there on COBOL. 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 It's just for common. What is it? Common oriented machine business. I forgot language. Something like that. I forgot what it stands for. Something like that. I forgot what it says. No, no, no. Common oriented business. Oh, yeah, common. I forgot business. So I forgot. It's COBOL. COBOL. Anyway, I took that in college. I learned COBOL. I have a book right there. I don't want to take it down because anyway, it's up there. I don't know if you can see it. It's called COBOL. I don't know if you can barely see it. The lighting is again. The lighting is not gonna help. Anyway, COBOL. So that's something I could talk about on vintage computers. Also, I could talk about a programming languages that I took in college. That some of it still, believe it or not, they still run today. RPG 400. That's another one that I took in college. Programming. It's called report generator. RPG stands for report generator. AS400, of course, is another. It's an IBM operating system. And things like that. The AS400. Hey, hello, James Farley. I hope you're doing well. So, I could talk about that on the Vintage Computer channel. Because that's another thing I want to do. I want to set up a workstation area, and I want to, and of course, some of it I could run through virtualization. I could virtualize AS400 system I could virtualize, on the virtual machine. Maybe make an AS400 machine. Make a COBOL, even COBOL. Of course, DOS. This Microsoft DOS. Novell NetWare. And if you remember Novell NetWare, things like that. Yeah. So you read an article about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And Paul is back. And welcome back. Dinner. Okay. Yeah, I missed DOS too. But that's the beauty about virtual. Uh, you could use VirtualBox for your PC. You could use VirtualBox. I have VMware EXXi. I could use that. I could use Proxmox. So I can make a virtual machine for DOS. And so you got MS DOS. You got PC DOS, which is IBM version of DOS. So that computer museum that I went to I loved it. It was pretty cool. So all those videos are gonna go on the Danny's Vintage Computers channel. So I got a lot of footage on that on the computer museum in Maryland. So you see the Cray supercomputers. Uh, there's one, for example, right? It was a picture of a platter, of one hard drive platter. A hard drive has several platters. One hard drive platter was like this big. No lie, it was like really big. It was big. I don't know how big. It was like that big. It was on the wall. Big. This is like from 1971. It was a hard drive. One platter was this big, and it had about 6 of them. And that hard drive was like the size of a small refrigerator, probably a little bigger, like a chest freezer. It was like that big, and it was 225 megabytes. That's it. And that platter, I think was I forgot how many megabytes was it. No, was it 225 megabytes? I believe that platter was maybe. No, it was not. It cannot be 200. I forgot. Anyway, in the video he explains it. Anyway, that platter, I think it was like it might have been 4 megabytes. I forgot what it was. I forgot. It was really this big. Of course, now that's storage back then. Now, of course, you have this, something like this small, and this is 32 gigabyte, and that platter was only like 4 megabytes. It's ridiculous. This is like 1971 or something. I forgot. It was crazy. Hard drive was like huge. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Meredith, in my opinion, I think the Linux distros keep DOS candles still burning because they relies on more text encoded, and yeah, because of the prompt. I like it because I love that. Um, Also, because I host website, although I finally canceled my contract with a web hosting, so now I don't have no more um domain name websites. I took them all down. Right now. I'm focusing on my blogs, but eventually at some point I might bring that. I'm thinking about even doing it in house. But the problem is that if I do it in house, I run it 24/7. The energy cost is gonna be too high right now. So I'm looking into a medium solution. I'm thinking about getting a Raspberry Pi and use it as a server and have it hooked up to my gigabit network. Have a Raspberry Pi and run that. And the reason why I say that because when you run a web server, you can go to the browser admin and do all that stuff, or you can do command line, which I like. I like command line. I was staying in a place called Chantilly, Virginia, which is right near Dulles Airport. So I was right near Dulles Airport. So I was by the Air and Space Museum in Virginia. And that's where I was staying at. Chantilly, Virginia. That's the name, the town. I guess is the town. Chantilly. So you used to live in Arlington, McLean. So it's right nearby. So, yeah, it's all nearby. Because right outside, as soon as I leave, yeah. So I know that, oh, yeah, Manassas. It's right near Manassas. Yeah, Manassas. Yeah. So the museum is in Maryland. The computer museum is in Maryland. That's the one. So we had to go 80 miles north into Maryland for the computer museum. So 7 people watching, 14 likes. Thank you for watching. And 2 hours and 20 minutes in the books. Glad to be back home. There's no place like home. I actually miss, after a few days, I actually miss home. I miss being around all my radios, all my tech. Especially when I went to the computer museum. I was like, man, I miss all my old computer stuff. And then I bought that floppy disk holder from Goodwill. And I said, yeah, I gotta store my floppies away. Let me drink another round. Yeah. So sometimes you're logged into that channel and you forget to. That happened to me a few times with this channel. I was actually logged into my Railfan channel or another channel because Danny's Vintage Computer. I just fixed the. See, I just added that banner. That's from a picture that I took at the computer museum. That's an Amiga 500. Amiga 500, and then that's a Commodore with the screen and all that. That's from the computer museum. Okay. Although I do have a screen like that can go with the Commodore. But my screen actually was for the Amiga so I could have done this with my own setup. Okay, so that's Danny's Vintage Computer. So I'm gonna upload a whole bunch of videos on this one because I went to the computer museum, so now I'm gonna. So this one right now only has a bunch of ads. All of these are ads that I uploaded over the years. Go to the Amiga promo. All right. So that one is the Amiga that promo film, excuse me, from 1987. So I'm gonna upload a whole bunch of videos on that one in the next few days. Yeah, that's what YouTube does. I mean, many years ago, people would game the system and put a whole bunch of accounts and say they all sub to my, to one account. You can say, yeah, I got 100 subs, and they're all your accounts. You really can't do that anymore. Yeah. Not that I ever did that, but you can't. I mean, that's what they did back then. You can't do that now. That's the point. Yeah. So hello, James Farley. I hope you're doing well. I don't want to disclose that. Some of them, yeah, I don't want to disclose it because it's like I'm gonna say no. I'll leave it at that because there is some permissions you need. I'll put it this way, Tasso. They're public domain, so you can use them. So you can use them. So there's I don't know if I'm gonna mention it, but you have to give them credit. Yeah, they're public domain. Basically, the public domain. So if you can get them on public domain is you can use them for non-commercial use. So of course, right now, of course, I'm not making any money off of this, so that's why I can upload it. So if you can get public domain on this website, yeah, fair use. There you go. So, you know. And I figured let me upload because there's a theme for this, and I do like them. I do like them, and there's more that you can get and upload them, and they're fine. But they're public domain. You got to keep that in mind. There's some that are not public domain that are listed in one of those websites and places. Some I have for a couple of years that I downloaded from, and yeah. So exactly. So they're already at a particular place, but I wanted to put them on YouTube. So they're on YouTube too. Um, for example, like on Shortwave, I know a couple of people did this when I first got into the Shortwave uh, on YouTube. Like when I got into back in the hobby, and then one of the first Shortwave videos I saw was the interval signals of a whole bunch of Shortwave from the 70s and all that. There's a long video. It's like a 30-minute video, right? That's a public domain video. I know a couple of channels upload it and they got a lot of views on it, but they didn't put that together. When I first saw that video, I thought he put it together. I was like, that's pretty cool, but it wasn't him that put it together, because I saw that public domain video. I saw that public domain video on you can go to the big one. You can go to archive.org. Archive.org has a lot of public domain videos. Also photos. You can get photos there, public domain photos. Even software. There's a lot of software you can download on a public on that archive.org that you can use. So for example, if there's a particular program that is no longer, you can no longer find it. It's not, it's no longer, they're no longer selling it, but now it's already past the copyright. Internet Archive, yeah, that's one. That's they own that. Yeah. So there's an area for software. If you do a search, you can put software, video, audio clips too. Audio clips. Yeah, archive.org, Internet Archive. Yeah. So that's the big one. There's a few other ones you can go to, but that's the big one, the Internet Archive. Yeah. That's all. Yeah. So let me go back up here. So that, for example, that shortwave one is there. But I didn't want to upload. I don't want to. I could have uploaded that one to my channel and say, yeah, fair use, whatever. But it's already out there. It's already out there. I think the biggest one is a website called which I don't know if I don't subscribe to him no more. I used to, but he hasn't posted video in a long time. He's not active anymore. I think it's DX Bulgaria or something like that. SWD. Anyway, when I first saw the video, he posted it. But then I seen it on another channel, the same video. So, but then when I saw that on the Internet Archive, I said, oh, okay, the original person posted on Internet Archive. So it's fair use, you can use it. But I didn't want to upload it because I already, So you can. Like a lot of Periscope films, a lot of black and white films that are like they have like old army tutorials. Yeah, exactly. Another one shuts, they're not gonna shut down. They're too big. I don't think they're gonna shut down. And they're too big. They've been around for a long time. Yeah, I did miss all of you. I miss streaming. I miss, whenever I'm away, the first couple of days, yeah, I'm okay. And then after a while, I miss my house. I miss home. I miss my yard. I miss my garden. I miss my, even miss my bed, sleeping on my bed. Because, when you sleep in a hotel bed, it's not the same. Especially, the bed, like the way I was sleeping, the mattresses, the pillows are too soft. I hate soft pillows. Pillows are too soft. Things, little things like that. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go to the one in DC. I only went to the one in because what happened was we went to that one, but then the weather was so hot. My wife didn't want to go into DC. I didn't blame them. So because this, eventually maybe the next time we go, we'll be around there. We'll go to the DC one. But we have plans to go to the national, the museum of the natural history one too. But we didn't go into DC. So I didn't. We didn't go into the Capitol to see like watch the Capitol Hill and all that, the White House. We'll go some other time when the weather's nicer. Maybe like in the fall, not this fall, but when the weather's nicer. But we had that heat wave, and the first couple of days it was really hot. It was too hot. So, so yeah, my vacation was nice. The trip was good, James. It was a good trip. It's just that after a couple of days, I was like, I just want to come home. Don't get me wrong though. I enjoyed the Space Museum. The computer museum was nice to go to, and then after that, it was like, okay, we went local shopping here and there. I picked up a couple of things. Local Walmart, I got this one for $17. Then we went thrifting, Goodwill. I picked up the floppy case, the 3.5-inch floppy case, things like that. And then we eat a couple of places. And then after that, it gets boring. And then I was like, okay, it's time to come home. And then I did some radio receptions over the nearby park. I have to upload those. There's a whole bunch of videos I gotta upload. Did an AM band scan, FM band scan. I did a weather band scan too, because I was able to pick up 4 stations. So I did a weather band scan. So I'm gonna upload that video soon, also. So I did a weather. I think it was four. I got 4 stations, I believe. It was 3 or 4. I think it was 4. I remember. So yeah. Yes, I missed all of you as well, Marity Dex. Yes, I miss streaming also. Yeah, that's all. Beat Paul VG Ritter. I also went to that Air and Space Museum in 2016, but other family business came up. I've been to the one in DC though. Okay, so you went to the one in DC. You went to they call it the National Mall, whatever it's called, something like that. So the one I went to was Chantilly. That's the what's the name of it? I have it in front of me. It's Stephen Udar or something like that. Where's the? Oh, I left it upstairs. Yeah, I left it upstairs. Anyway, that's the one I went to. The one it's near Dulles Airport. That one even has an observatory. It's about 7 stories tall. That one, it looks like a control tower. And that one, when you up there, you get a view of all of you could go view up to 50 miles away. And Dulles Airport is a couple of miles on one side. It's it's about like 2 or 3 miles away, Dulles Airport, and you can see the planes landing and taking off right there from up there. So you can record video if you want to see them plane taking off. So that was pretty cool to see planes landing and taking off. I only made a small short video there because the problem is up there. There's people up there and kids. You can hear all the kids and all. I was like, I don't want to. Plus, the video on a phone is not the best. For that, you need a DSLR. It's much better with a tripod. But the thing is, in there, they don't allow tripods. I don't know why, but they don't allow it. They call it because of a tripping hazard. I guess too many dummies had a tripod and people tripped over them. So I was not allowed to. I was not allowed to bring a tripod. The admission is free though. That's a good thing about that museum. Admission is free. Donations are encouraged. So of course I left a donation. I give them a donation. The parking is $15. So parking is $15. That's it. The donation, I mean, the admission is free admission, and they open from 10 o'clock till 10 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's it was nice to go there. My son enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I love aviation and space. So for me, it was pretty good. It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's one thing about TASO. When you do upload the video, there might be some copyright issues from YouTube. So you might encounter that too. So that's another thing. Although these videos, the ones I uploaded from, on the computer, vintage computer channel, none of them got hit with copyright. Never no copyright. These are all fair use. And hello, Miggy. I hope you're doing well. Cheers. Yeah. So James, my trip was good. I enjoyed it, but I'm glad to be home. Yeah, nice and comfortable here. My seat with the air conditioning going and some beer in the fridge. Speaking of beer, let me take it out before it freezes. Be right back. Oh, be right back. So let me get some cold water. Yeah. So 2 hours and 36 minutes in the book. 7 people watching. 14 likes. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Yeah. They also have like books and stuff, like ebooks. I don't know, something like that. They have, they have a lot of stuff there in their archive. They have a lot of stuff. So I don't think they're gonna shut down though. They're not gonna shut down. They're too big. Because they also have not only in there, because they actually do a service like the Wayback Machine. The Wayback Machine is you can go see any website. Excuse me. The Wayback Machine on the Internet Archive. You can go back to any website if you want to see Yahoo. For example, if you want to see Yahoo when they first started, the original website, you can go there. You go to archive.org. There's the Wayback Machine. If you go there, you can put any URL. If you want to see a website, the original Yahoo page. You want to see the original White House, whitehouse.gov. You want to see the original White House page, you can go there, Internet Archive. The Wayback Machine. It's called the Wayback Machine. You go there and you see the original White House page the way you saw it back in the 90s, which I remember. So that's there, all those websites. So they're actually preserving history. So, and they're not gonna get shut down, whatever. They're not gonna get shut. Okay, I can't even open this thing up. Sorry, I'm gonna use this shirt. I don't care about. There you go. Sorry. So sorry, James. You're gonna have to watch the replay because I covered. I talked about a couple of things about the hotel and all that. Well, not the hotel, but the museums. Yeah. But YouTube is a whole nother story. Now, when you upload a video, if you upload a video to YouTube, you might have to edit a particular part of it, or the whole video might get blocked. Who knows? Because if somebody uploaded it already, and that's another thing too. If somebody already uploaded that video, they might do a they might claim it as copyright for the another channel that has it already, and things like that. Yeah. Mary said it's like when YouTube was threatened with lawsuits for copyright some years ago. If YouTube was forced to close, uh, was supposed to close, then a site like Vimeo would have had to, yeah, something like that. And yeah, it is a pain. It is a pain. But because it happened with them in the beginning, when YouTube first started, it happened to them with music artists. When people started posting music videos, that's how it really. That's how what happened. So YouTube had to make an agreement, and finally they make an agreement like, if a person posts some video with the music on it, then now the royalties go to the artists. So they are, because you cannot stop music videos from going on. People are gonna post videos eventually, but you could do a compromise. Like say, okay, like if I get hit with a copyright notice of a music, the video still stay online, but I'm not gonna monetize on that video. That video now YouTube compensates the artist with that video. So it's like a win-win, except for me. Well, a win for me because I still get to put content. I get to put content. YouTube gets to pay the artist, and the artist is happy, and that's it. And that's what happened. So you know, copyright strike is a different thing. Copyright strike is, for example, like if you like Mary Dexter just uploaded a video on talking about Chinese radios, right? If I take that same video and post it on my channel and try to claim it as my own, that's a copyright. I can get a copyright because YouTube, because Marriott can say, wait a minute, this guy's using my video that I uploaded, that I created. Why is he using my video? He's not allowed to, so he can put a complaint on me. And then if I don't take down mine, I get a strike. And that's the copyright strike. A notice is just a notice. A copyright notice is, for example, you can still keep the video, but you're not gonna get monetized on it. That video, any ad on that video is gonna go straight to the artist. So there's a difference. There's a different type of copyright issue. So it's not the same. Because what happened was with the copyright strike is that somebody can steal somebody can steal everybody's video on a channel and make their own channel and say this is their channel now. And that doesn't work that way. You can't do that on YouTube. You will get hit with copyright strikes for that. And you only need 3 and your account is bye-bye. Banned. So that's the difference between a strike and a notice. It's 2 different things. A notice is not a big deal. You're just not gonna get monetized. That's all. If you are monetized, if you are receiving, if you're like me, I'm monetized. With that particular video that I get hit with the copyright notice, I will not make money on that video. All those clicks go to the artist. All the ad clicks and whatever that goes to the artist. So I get to keep the video just for content, and that's it. But not monetized. And that's the difference. Yeah. That's so true, but eventually YouTube had to go. Yeah, they have to comply. And they did. So now artists go on YouTube. Each artist has their own channel. So now it's embraced. So now artists, they go on YouTube now because that's giving them more of a platform. So Spindle Twister, you need to get up to Oshkosh. EAA is going on this week. I don't know what that is. EAA. Yeah, I still get the watch hours. I get the watch hours. I get the views. Of course, you understand also with any video, the video can bring in new subscribers. So yeah, that's why I don't make a big deal about the copyright notices. When I do a band scan, I just do the band scan. The only issue is if they block your video from all countries, then you can't use that video. You know, that's the only thing. So if you make a video that has music in it, as long as it's not blocked in every country for viewing, then you're okay. You're just not gonna make money on it. That's all. But I don't care. So when I do music band scan, like for example, when I did the TV band scan, my video was blocked worldwide because of one channel on the channel scan. So that one I told YouTube, you know, remove that clip. So they do it. It takes less than an hour or so. It stays processing, and they removed the clip, and then that video became eligible again for viewing. It didn't get blocked. It didn't get blocked worldwide. It only got blocked in Russia now. It's only blocked in Russia, which I don't care. Whatever. I don't know what the reason for that is, and I don't really care. But everybody else can see the video now. But when I first uploaded, it was blocked worldwide because it was that one channel. I don't know. I don't know why. It's ridiculous. So I had to tell YouTube to remove that clip. I could have done it on my end and re-uploaded it. But YouTube in there, you could in YouTube Studio, you could say, okay, they'll give you options. Do you want to mute the audio? But I think I just have to remove the clip. Remove the clip. So they removed the clip. So when you see my channel scan, I went from channel 13.2 all the way to 21 or something like that. I think it was FNX, the one that happened or something. Anyway, they removed that particular part of the channel scan when I did it. So, and that's what you got to do. That's it. Otherwise, that video you wouldn't be able to see that video. It was blocked. It was blocked worldwide, completely. And hello, Chrissy. I hope you're doing well. Yeah. So yeah, so copyright issues aren't worth it. Yeah, but it's not. It's not. YouTube is copyright notice is okay. It's just that sometimes you got to do certain things, and that's it. Yeah, I know when it says blocked everywhere, I was like, okay, well, it just makes no sense. But yes. Yeah, so you still get the watch hours, you still get all that. Although the bulk of my watch hours are live streaming. That's why I do the live streams also because you have to keep up with the watch hours. Because right now, for example, I went over the 600,000 view 600,000 views for this channel. I just went over that milestone, 600,000 views. But views and watch hours are different things. Because if you have a channel that just posts videos, for example, if you have a channel that only posts videos and short videos, you're not gonna get a lot of watch hours unless you're getting millions of views, because then they're gonna add up. But in my case, my channel doesn't get a lot of views. They get views, but then I'm not getting, most of my videos, I'm lucky if I get a couple of hundred, and then maybe a little more. I'm looking, yeah, a couple of hundred at least, and then maybe a little more. That's it. But I'm gonna say average a couple of hundred, and then the video dies. That's it. You don't get more. Not all of them, but most of them. You know. And of course, there's some that I get maybe 1,000 views in a few you know a week or so. It depends on the content. Like if it's a reception video, I may get 100 views on there, maybe even a couple of hundred, and then that's it. Then they'll die. Then it dies out. It doesn't get any. Same thing with my live stream. Most of my live streams, I get a couple of hundred views. So I'll get most of my views today, and then some people watch it tonight. Some people watch some of it tomorrow, and then by the third or fourth day, it fizzles out because by then my next live stream will be on. So, but the reason why these watch hours are important because my live streams are long, like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever. Right now, I'm going to be 3 hours. When you watch a live stream, you're adding those out. And the live, and by the way, the watch hours does not count on the actual live. It counts afterwards. So on the replays is when the watch hours on the live stream count. So that's why I tell people when you get monetized, you have to do live streams to keep up with the watch hours. Unless you're uploading videos that are getting a lot of views, you need to be monetized. You mean? Yeah, I do sleep. I don't sleep a lot. That's why that vacation I slept pretty good. The last couple of days I slept very good. So I'm re-energized now. But yeah, there's times I don't sleep a lot, but I do sleep. I do sleep. It's just I sleep. Because I'm a night owl, so I sleep more. I'll nap more during the day, or I may sleep late. I may stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning. Then I'll go to sleep. Then I won't wake up till 10 o'clock in the morning, or even by noon. Then I get enough sleep there. Because of course I don't work. I don't have a job that I wake up early and have to go to work. So you know, if I was working and I had a full-time job, I wouldn't be doing these live streams. Not at this rate, no. Or yeah, not at this rate, because then I will have no time to. Because then I need to rest for my job. Yeah, yeah. So Marita says, "Be right back if still on." But I plan to be on for a while because 7:30. But on Sunday, my son was up all night. I think my son finally woke up from his nap. My wife is relaxing today. She's home today, so I'm gonna stay up late tonight. I'm just gonna listen to some radio. I think the weather's supposed to be nicer tonight, so I may go out there and actually listen to a little bit of radio outside tonight. Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just upload some more. Because I uploaded I think like 10 videos today. I have some already on queue, like about 8 more that I put on queue. But I need to change. I need to add the descriptions and all that stuff on there. So by tomorrow, you're gonna have a whole bunch of other videos, and then in the next couple of days, it's gonna be a bunch of videos. And then the AM band scan, the FM band scan. I had a couple of catches on medium wave when I was there. Yeah, I thought about that too, Tasso. Vlog on. I thought about that too, to be honest. Just leave it live going, but not right now. Not this mess that I have here. At some point, I'm thinking about doing that. Maybe not this webcam, but another webcam. Like, like for example, I'll do the live stream here, and then I was thinking about that. You actually, I'm gonna do my live stream, but then when I get off my live stream, maybe okay, this live stream is over, but I'll open up another live stream and have it pointing to something, and either, for example, maybe even during FMDX season, I have it pointed to a radio at a particular station, and just leave it there, and just leave it there. Let it just. But not right now. I have a mess here. I have things to do here. I thought about that. I thought about some other stuff. I thought about the boiler room. I thought about putting the radio in the boiler room and have that like after hours. Like maybe do, you know, after hours. Like for example, 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. Just leave it over there. Have a stream going over there, and I can just leave the radio on with some other, or point it at a station that I know it might come in DX. I thought about a few things. I thought about, and then every so often I'll pop in there, like when like LGR does that LGR birds. But instead of doing birds, I'll do radios. You know, I thought about the after hours, like after hours type thing. But I'm earning enough right now with what I'm doing now. I earn enough watch hours to keep going. So, but let me see, because I do want to set up a spot in the boiler room, but I got to put some shelving up there. That's the only reason why I haven't done it yet. But I want to set up a spot in the boiler room where I could take some radios and leave them over there. And I have another setup over there, another webcam. So I do streams here. Right now I'm not upset because it's still warm upstairs. So of course, as the weather get cooler in the fall, I'll be upstairs more. I could go back and forth, or in the boiler room. You know, I don't know about that karaoke stream. I don't know about that. Gerardo Rocha, welcome to this live stream. I don't do karaoke, so I don't know. I don't think you want to hear me try to sing. Spindle Twister 3330. Spindle Twister 344. A big air show that lasts all week long, play fun from all over. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, that would be nice. I would love to go to an air show. Yeah, I would love to go to an air show. Yeah, that would be nice. I love air shows. I haven't been to an air show in many years. Over 30 years since the last time I went to an air show. Not a flyby air show at the beach. That's, to me, that's not an air show. An air show is when you walk in an Air Force base or air base or whatever, and they all planes are there landed, and they have all these military vehicles, and then they have a show where they. So the last one I went to was in New Jersey. They had a whole bunch of all over the. It was the air base that I was stationed in. There was an air show there, and then they had the Thunderbirds fly out. So I could see the Thunderbirds. I also saw some other aircraft flying, and I remember the helicopter, Black Hawk helicopter, flying by with the what they call the Black Knights. So they were all jumping out of the parachute. It looks pretty cool. Things like that. That was the last air show. That was the only air show I've been to. This is back in the late 80s. And of course, I would have took an air show like that. Maybe someday I'll go soon. I want to take my son. My brother always wants to go to an air show. I want to take my brother too because he really into that. And that would be nice to go to an air show. So, Miji, that's fun to read. Blocked everywhere. Yeah, that happened to me. It happened to me quite a few times where my video was blocked worldwide. And I had to delete that portion of the video, and then it was okay. Otherwise, you said blocked everywhere, and then I get a commercial. Oh, okay. And you got the commercial. You got the ad here. Okay. James Farley, Danny, your Super Bowl live stream was one of the best live stream I've ever seen. Wow, thank you very much. Yeah, I have fun in that video. That live stream. I'm eventually, of course, I'll probably do that this year. Yeah, I have fun too. Glenn Dancer, you do so much on YouTube. Do you ever sleep? Yeah, I do sleep, but I mean, I enjoy what I do. So, I try to get some sleep. I try to. Of course, you can see I put on quite a bit of weight lately, and I used to go outside. I used to walk outside more. I used to be more active outside, which I need to start doing because, But yeah, I enjoy it. That's why I do it. So yeah, Tasso, you can do a vlog as well, Danny. A day in the life of Danny Shortwave Radio DX. Yeah, or leave the live going with the radio while you take a break. Yeah, I do that too. So I'm thinking about doing that. So let me see. I'm thinking about doing some kind of maybe after hours live stream. Just leave it on something, and then I'll just come in every once in a while. Like right now I'm here, right? But maybe have one that I'll just come in and out, and I'll put something on that I'm listening to or whatever. Make a playlist on this channel. Oh, okay. My backyard stream. Well, I thought about that too. Throw some ideas out there. Out there. With you listening to the radio, yeah. Or have it going live on the Danny Show. I thought about that too. The Danny Show. I'm thinking about the Danny Show. Just leave it on and just let it roll, and then whatever I'm doing there. But I like the after hours thing. I thought about that. I always wanted to do an after hours thing because I used to watch Twit TV, Leo Laporte, and they do an after hours thing. So Leo Laporte used to do his the Tech Guy show, and he does other podcasts. And then he's done for the day. He leaves, and the light will be on the studio, and it's just you turn off the lights on the studio, be kind of dark a little bit, and it'll just stay like that. And then every so often you see somebody walk by, a producer or somebody, and sometimes like we like after hours, like when the stores close, you can just peep in. Like, let's see what this guy's doing right now. And sometimes I may come in and just talk about something for a few minutes and then go back. I thought about that. I always wanted to do that, and you got now even when you mention it, I might now I'm thinking about now. But that's why I want to do the boiler room. I want to finish the boiler room. I'm thinking about the after hours, maybe doing the boiler room. Because the boiler room, I do my laundry there. So I figured maybe have the boiler room after hours, right? So when I go in there, I can turn on the radio, what I want to listen to, and then I just dump my laundry, and then I'll say hello, and then you'll hear the laundry for an hour or so, and you hear the radio, or you won't hear the radio because the laundry's going on, and then yeah, and then the laundry's done, then I come back in, hand close up. I, I think that'll be boring after a while. I don't know. I have to think of something, as but I always wanted to do an after hours thing. Exactly. Yeah. Like for example, yeah, exactly, Tasso. Um, it's fun, yeah. Exactly. When it stops being fun, take a break, and that's what you always said. And yeah, exactly. I think take breaks because I want to set up a computer over there, and maybe Not only listening to it, but I want to have a visual, something on the screen visually. Otherwise, people are going to be looking at a whole bunch of tools up there. They're going to be like, "What is that tool that's there in that corner? What is that? Is that a little rubber mouse that's up there, squeaky mouse?" So by the time I come back on the live stream, there'll be a whole bunch of questions. You know, so it'll be like laundry and yeah, because that's why I use the boiler. I had the laundry, I had the washing machine in there. Uh, every time I do an unboxing, you see that white. When I do an unboxing, the last few, you see this white metal there. That's the top of the washing machine. That's what I. That's the washing machine, and I have the camera going right there. Yeah, I could point them maybe like in the wintertime. I could point them to the boiler room. You can hear the boiler turning on and off like flame. You can hear it sometimes, but I don't know. Or you hear somebody flush the toilet because you hear the plumbing. And somebody flush the toilet, you can hear it. Now you're gonna hear in the boiler room. You're gonna hear the toilet. You're gonna hear somebody flushing the toilet. Yeah, literally, you're gonna hear it. Especially on yeah, you're gonna hear it. Or somebody's running the sink upstairs, washing their hands. You're gonna hear the water. You're gonna hear all the household sounds. You know, Gerardo Rocha karaoke stream when yeah, Miji is too hot. Tasso or have a live going on the Danny Show. So I don't know. I'm thinking. Hello, Bobby. WA 5107 SWF from Morgan City, Louisiana. I hope you're doing well. 3 hours and 6 minutes in the book. 6 people watching. 17 likes. Thank you for watching. Yeah. Mary Dixon says he's back. Welcome back. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm thinking about something. Eventually, I would like to have the garage fixed up inside, and because I also want to do my railroad thing. I want to have my railroad set up. I could run trains and all that, model trains. Maybe have the camera pointing at the model train. The train is running around, and I'm dying to have my. I keep saying it, but I need to do it already. And there's channels that talk about it. Stop talking about you gotta run the train. Just run it already. I need a spot to put the train where I can run it. I have a whole bunch of model trains I want to run, and I even have little buildings already that I bought over the years. I just need to set up a spot. Anyway, mark this on my to-do list. I need to put a screen right there. That one is gone. This screen is gone. I'm going to put a mount over here. There's a column there. I have a mount for that. And I'm going to put a bigger screen. There's a 27-inch, 32-inch TV I'm going to put there. Here. 32-inch TV I'm going to put there for this setup. Because I want to have this AM transmitter online. I want to do an AM station already. I need to do an AM station already set up with a talking house. Where is it? It's in there right now. Excuse me. AM transmitter's in here right now. So I want to do an AM, some kind of either an AM rebroadcast of this live stream, rebroadcast it on AM free, on maybe 1620 AM or something. And also some other stuff I want to broadcast on AM. And maybe Tasso, since you're very close, Maybe you can DX the station. You can pick up the station on AM. When I have it, I'll let you know when if I do set it up when, and because I'm thinking about getting a Raspberry Pi and set up a web server on that. But I'm also thinking about setting that up as my AM radio station, my AM radio station, and then I want some way I gotta figure out how to connect that. So like every time I do a live stream, maybe it'll play or simulcast. You know, the audio version of the simulcast it on the AM. But I also want to have other programming. That would be cool. And yeah, see if you could try to pick up the station. And the antenna I'm going to use to transmit is going to be the CB whip. It's right there. You can see the CB whip. CB whip antenna right here. That's it. That's part of it. Right up here. It's right up here. It goes all the way out there. You see my fingertip? It's up there. CB whip. I'm gonna have that one outside mounted on a pole. It's not gonna be real high because it don't need to be, but so it'll be about milliwatt, 10 milliwatt, not milli, something like that. It's less than a watt, but maybe you might be able to pick it up from where you are, a few miles away in Queens, especially at night. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. That would be kind of interesting. Maybe later on I'll do FM version of it. Get an FM transmitter. Not those cheap ones. I want to get a decent one. Maybe even rack mount the transmitter. Rack mount it. Because I need to rearrange this. I want to rack mount. And I wanted to see if I could do FM also. AM and FM. Danny Shortwave Radio. Danny Radio. Or Danny Radio and Tech Radio. Or yeah, something like that. Danny Radio and Tech. I don't know. Danny Radio Tech AM. 1620. Danny Radio Tech FM. 89 point whatever. I don't know. 89 point whatever. Or 90 point whatever or something. I don't know. Bigger frequency. I don't know. Try something like that. But I don't want to get hit with no fine, so I got to be careful. Because it's not going to be 24/7. I don't want to have a 24/7 either. Maybe I'll do it like for evenings. I'll do it. We'll see. Let's see. I do want to set up one. I don't know why I want to. Yeah. Watching you do laundry, yeah, you'd be surprised if people watch. People watch anything sometimes. I don't know. James Farley does Danny does the laundry live stream. Oh my god! You can change the camera every time. Yeah, I was thinking about having for the basement. Well, I have this one, but I'm looking into getting another one because this one, and I have two other ones. I have this one. This is a 4K. But this one works with Windows 11. Oh no, this is not the 4K. This is the one that I had here before. Never mind. This is the 4K one. Okay, hold up. Something is gonna fall. There you go, bam. Fell right on my keyboard. Pair of glasses. All right, put that there. Oh my god, that could have ended my live stream. You know that, right? That could have ended my live stream. Anyway, this one. And I have this one. This one, Windows 11. This 4K. But I have these two extra ones. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to do no wacky sound stuff. I have a, what do you call it? I already have like a device that does yes sounds in it. So, so let me do this thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, Gerardo Rocha, just don't use a soundboard that has a bunch of white. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want. I want. No, it's like a simulcast. I don't know yet. I have to look into it. You see the drain pipe right there? That's a sewer pipe. No, not a sewer pipe. Excuse me. That's a sewer vent. So I want to hang. I want to put some shelving there. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting some rack stuff there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about because I had the clothes thing there. The thing broke, so now I'm thinking about I'm gonna move this to the other room, and I want to use up some of the space in there. So that's not that screen. I have a bigger one. Is gonna go in there. I'm gonna mount it. This one is gone. So I don't know what I'm gonna have here. So I want to have my station, my radio station. Maybe internet stream too. Internet radio. I know Bobby does that. I think Bobby has. But I also wanted to have an internet radio station. So I'm thinking about maybe I set up the internet radio station. Actually, I think it's easier to set up the internet radio station and then just relay, the internet station. Then I can just send it out all, AM, you know, medium wave. You know what I mean? But set up the internet radio station. I think it's easier. Just do it that way, and then maybe automatically upload. For example, when I come on live here, it automatically simulcasts on an internet radio station, and then from there, send it to whichever one is going to be the computer for that. Yeah, you can change the cam every time, point to a different area. Yeah, yeah. But right now, my basement is a whole mess. I don't want people to see all my whole mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I want to set up my railroad too. I really want my railroad set up already. Danny's plumbing adventure. Yeah. All right. Take care, Miggy. Miggy. I hope you ciao, and have a good night. Danny's plumbing adventures. Yeah. Tassel. Showing us how to fix plumbing. Oh yeah. I'm not. That's my weakest. My Achilles heel is the plumbing. I have to learn how to. Right now, I have to learn how to solder copper tubing. My brother, when he was here, he was going to show me, but then he moved out. So I need to practice on that. I need to learn how to solder copper tubing. But my wife's been getting on my case about that. But we had a leak a couple of years ago here in the basement. One of the pipes, it was really leaking bad, and she had to hire a plumber. And I didn't have to see, so she paid it, and I was like, oh my god. And she was angry at me. She was like, you could have done this yourself, but I said, yeah, but I don't know how to solder so now, I have to. Another time when you own a home, you have to figure everything out, man. Otherwise, it's gonna cost you money. And that leak cost like 200 or something. And he was generous with the $200 not that bad, but still, that's $200 that is coming out of your pocket. If you know how to do it yourself, that's $200 you don't have to spend. I think he charged like $250. I forgot what it was. You know, when you're a homeowner, you have to do it. You're a homeowner. You better learn how to do stuff yourself. Otherwise, it's gonna mount up in cost. You need to fix something. Right now, the roofing, I still gotta go up there and paint. And the problem is, I don't know how to get that paint up there. It's right here. I have the paint right here. Oh, it's behind. Never mind. It's behind those boxes. It's behind those boxes. It's like a 5-gallon bucket like that, but it's roofing paint. It has aluminum in it. Is the roofing paint with aluminum in it? It's very heavy. I can't take that up there. I don't have a. I don't know. I can't. I'm trying to figure out a way how to. I'm gonna take that up there. So I think eventually what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to mix the paint down here and take 1 gallon at a time. Just take it up with a rope, and then I'll have to paint 1 gallon at a time. It's just me up there, and I gotta be careful when I bring up that gallon not to lose my balance and fall off the roof. Unless I create some kind of crank, a winch or something up there. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. And that's the problem. I can't. There's no way I can carry that 5-gallon bucket up that ladder. There's no way I can do that. I have to figure out a way to maybe mix it at the ground level, mix it with the drill, of course. It doesn't make drill because you can't mix that by hand. That roofing paint you cannot mix it by hand. It's not like regular household paint where you can mix it. No, you need a drill with the attachment, which I have. I have the attachment, and you mix it, and then you pour it. I'm gonna have to pour it on a 1-gallon bucket. I can take that up, paint whatever area of that roof, bring it down, and that paint you have to mix it often because the metal settles at the bottom fast. That's the only way I can do it. I'm gonna have to do it that way because there's no way I can carry that bucket up there. There's no way. It's impossible. So yeah. So that 5 gallons is enough for my roof, for the area. It covers enough of it. Because I painted the garage before, the garage roof with another 5-gallon that I had, and I used it up on the garage. But I didn't. At that time, I didn't mix it properly. You know. Yeah. All right. Take care, Glenn Dassler. Bad storm on the way. Still 82 degrees, 87% humidity. South Carolina, normal evening, 73 y'all. Okay, 73 all. I say y'all. Yeah. Yeah. James Farley, I used to mount my railroad tracks on the seat of plywood with hinges and fold it down whenever I want to use the basement. I'm thinking about a folding type table too. Although I really don't want to do that. I really want to have area. So I'm thinking about doing it in this room. I'm thinking about doing it in this room. In this room or in the next room underneath the steps. There's an area there. I could probably use up that area and build although there is another solution I can do, and I'm thinking about that one too. Because originally I wanted to use a 4 feet by 8 table, but I'm thinking of something more radical, which is run it across the whole room. Like do a shelving, connect to another shelving, connect to another shelving, and then over here, have a little shelving, and that'll be my rail yard. Because I want to do switching. I want to do a lot of railroad switching and moving different box cars from one, like unload box cars over here, move them over here. So I'm thinking about doing something like that. I don't know. No, and this guy was cheap because I know he's not licensed. He's not a licensed plumber. Yeah, I know. Of course, I know it's cheap. Is that she forget it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Forget it. I'm gonna get in trouble. 250. I know it's not much. Of course, not much for a fellow like me. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not much. Yeah, and that was an emergency. That's the problem. This one was an emergency. It was really leaking, and we had to. This one had to. It couldn't wait till tomorrow. So, but no, now I can do it. Now I think I can do it now. Actually, it's one of my projects. I have to. No, this one I think I can do it now because now there's another one here that's leaking, but and I got most of the tools now. I got the what do you call it, the propane with the I got the torch. I got the there's one called that. Anyway, I started buying the tools, so I need to just sit down and do it already and practice. Maybe I need to buy a piece of copper tubing and just practice. That's probably the best thing I should do. Just get a piece of copper tubing, get a few elbows or connectors, and practice there first. Just practice. Once I practice it, then I'll be okay. I think that's what I need to do. Just copper tubing. Maybe find some. I had copper. I used it for my. I had long copper tube, but I cut it in half and I used it for my for the ground rod. I cut it in half and I put one ground rod on that end of the yarn, one on this one. I use it for that. But I can use that copper tubing now for practice. So anyway, I'll get another one, and I think I'm just gonna practice on that. Now the good thing is you can practice, and then you'll be fine. Because I know how to. I've seen enough videos that it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. That's the thing. So I'll figure it out. Maybe once I learn, I'll make a video on how to show people. Yeah, hire two small, hire small two people underneath with a trench coat on. Yeah, the other can focus on carrying the bucket. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see. So sure, Danny, that would be fun to try to receive. Yeah. Just don't use soundboard that has a bunch of wacky sound effects. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. And heavy duty rope. Yeah, so that's why I think I'm gonna have to do that. Cause problem is it's just me, and if I gotta carry up to the roof, that's 3 stories up. There's no way I can do that. So I have to maybe put on a smaller bucket. The problem is that roofing paint. Roofing paint, you have to mix it often. I didn't know that at the time when I did this garage one over here. But that one is low. That one is right there. But the one up there I have, so now I have to really and before I do it, I have to go up there clean that one. I'm gonna have to, because before you apply that, you have to make sure that roof is really clean. So I'm gonna have to power wash that roof or clean it as best as I can. Before, oh my gosh, something's flying. Before you know. So no, I'm not gonna hire two small people to do that or whatever. Of course not. No, it was just leaking, but it had to be fixed right away because it was otherwise we would have been otherwise I would have to shut off the water for, for that evening, and then the next day it would have came and fixed it. But that's something that I could have done it. It's just that at that time I didn't, and because I never done that. I never done that. My brother Eric, you see, my brother Eric, he already had moved out. But if he would have been here, he would have done that because he knows how to do that stuff. You know, plumbing is like one of those things that I just. But I need to stop making excuses about it. And she's right. My wife is right about that. Stop making excuses and just I say, you know what, you're right. I'm sorry, and just because it's not rocket science. It isn't. It isn't. It's not rocket science. Now, right now, there's a couple of other projects I have to do here, including replacing the drain pipe. We have a old cast iron one, and I'm going to replace it with the PVC one. And I have the PVC one in the garage. I believe it's 6-inch PVC pipe. So that was it's a matter of just using the I've seen videos on it. It's not that difficult. And that's the problem. When you're a homeowner, you yeah, unless you have money, you can hire people to do everything, you know, or you can do it yourself and save money. But when you do it yourself, you better know what you're doing because you otherwise you could make it a lot worse than you can make it worse. But it's not rocket science. And sometimes you need an extra pair of hands. There's some jobs that you're not gonna be. It's not a one man job. Some jobs you're gonna need an extra pair of hands. That's just it. And sometimes I'm trying to convince this one is not a one man job. There's certain things that is not a one man job. That's it. You know. Yeah. So let me see what time is it. Yeah. So I'm gonna sign off now. Well, he's not here no more. He moved out. You mean my brother Harry? No, he's disabled. He's legally blind in one eye. He's not a very handy person, and I no. My brother Eric, he's more of a handy person, but my brother Eric used to be when my brother Eric when he was younger. You understand now that we're all older. My brother Eric was very handy when he was in his 20s and his 30s, but now he's older. Now he's in his 60s. I think he turned 62. Yeah, he's 62 now. He's older than me, and he's not he's not in the best of health now. He's a lot heavier. Uh, so I noticed that when he lived here, there's projects that we wanted to do together, and he had trouble physically. He had trouble physically on some things. Like when I put a new ceiling in the basement. I mean, when I put a when I put a new ceiling in the kitchen, extra pair of hands, but he was struggling because he would get tired, uh, always taking a. And I told him, "You okay, bro? You didn't. I don't want you to get a heart attack on me." But for example, the ceiling, I got the ceiling. You crank it up. I have that. I bought that. It's in the garage. I can do it myself now. If I gotta put up a ceiling, I can do it myself because I have the. It's a crank. See, you put the sheetrock there, and you crank it up into place, and then I could done it myself. But it's always good to have extra pair of hands to do certain things. You have to. There's some jobs. So that's the problem. So I noticed that he cannot. We're a lot older now. So even welding, like when he was putting up the fence for me, I noticed certain things he just can't. Like for example, even math. He's not very good at math. So I had to tell him, why are you doing this and this and that when you could do this way? And then he would be like, oh, okay, yeah. So, and anyway. Anyway, 20 likes, 3 people watching, 3 hours and 33 minutes in the books. I'm going to sign off now. So good night, everybody. Good night, Tasso. Good night, Marity Dexter. Gerardo Rocha. Good night. Glenn Dassler. Good night. And who else was here? Miggy. James Farley. Bobby. Spindle Twister. And Paul VT Radio. So good night, everybody. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good week. And take care. Good night.